What is up, everybody? Welcome in to another session of the Might of the Imperium, our 50 homebrew adventure. Last we left off, we were having some pretty crazy times here. Before we get to that, however, a couple announcements to make. We're going to be probably... Hey, Insomnia Knight, thank you for the subby, buddy. I appreciate you. Damn, coming in strong, guys. Let's go. Everyone showing up. I want to thank y'all for being here, coming to hang out at the party. What's up, Citrus? Thank you for the jams yesterday. Good times. Kind of changing up the schedule a bit. We're moving the Saturday stream just to like noon, so I have time to wake up, because I've been staying up late on Fridays lately, hanging out with the homies, and it's hard to wake up at 9 a.m. when you're doing that. So, we're going to be moving it to 12 o'clock, and we're going to be doing some world building for the foreseeable future while I prep for the new campaign as we wind down this one. Other than that, nothing really new or exciting happening. Mantuka, you have the gift of advantage. So I went to my ex's neighborhood. Ooh, oh, that's topical. Facts. I should have made that joke years ago, and I'm sad I didn't. Thank you for beating me to it, Kelly. I do believe that our good friend Peter, Mantuka here, has something he'd like to say to someone in the chat, as he is celebrating his birthday this weekend. Big hype for Mantuka in chat, everybody.
Woot.
Woot.
Shout out to Boofy Guy. He actually purchased me this little personal D&D coffee maker that's sitting someplace out of frame. But cheers. I'm not drinking coffee because it's hot as balls, but I am drinking some beer, so fuck yeah.
It's fine. Let the beer soothe you. I love it. So thank you for that, Boofy Guy. It's a wonderful gift. Thank you for supporting the stream and hanging out.
I would.
If he gets a DM's inspiration he can give out at will. Thank you for the sub, Brian.
You get
appreciate you.
Okay, you get a jail card at work.
Oh shit, that's a big deal. Damn,
real money.
Yeah, you better hold on to that. Save it for a rainy day. Save it when you really fuck something up. You know what I mean?
By the way, Rusty, Insomnia also gave you disadvantage, like, immediately.
Of course he did. Thank you for that.
It on early.
Okay, wow. We love. I didn't see that. Yeah, see, I got to find a way to make that stay out a little more, but we'll figure that out. Damn. Okay.
I might be able to do something.
It's fine. Don't just pin it to the chat, so I know. There you go. I do believe that is all for this evening. Again, thank you, Boofa Guy, for helping Peter celebrate his birthday. I'm like a bad DM. I didn't send you any gifts, so as a DM gift from me to you, have a D12 inspiration to just keep in your pocket.
D12 to add to oh man.
We're giving you the big juice on that one. That's it.
Ayo.
That's all you're getting from me.
So hard.
It's for wow. Sorry. I guess I saw the table lift up a couple inches there. Anyway, thank you guys for coming in with the subs. Everyone, Insomnia and Ryan, you guys are the best. I love you guys. I do believe, however, that it is time to get back into our game. Before we do, a light recap this evening. Last we left off, the party had begun their adventure northward back to the town of Redwatch in the Kingdom of Eldris, where they would seek to locate the tomb, the long ancient and hidden tomb of Sir JT the Just, a long dead follower of Torm, and seemingly the protector of one of the lost limbs of Ropesh the Cruel. Together, the party boarded a small, medium-sized two-sail or two-masted trading vessel known as the Current, under the command of Captain Silvos Lightbreeze and his first mate, Goldtooth Garrick, a rather bedazzled or bejeweled tabaxi, if you will, and then in stark contrast, just a man in like a ripped-off sleeveless vest controlling the ship. You can tell there's not a heavy group of heavy amount of combat capability on board, apart from probably the captain, first mate, and the watchman in the crow's nest. You spent some of your time, however, getting to know the ship and the crew, showing your way around. Each of you been given independent jobs that you would probably best be suited to. Gregory, with the help of your mending mouse, a fan favorite, you began fixing up little issues on the ship with a little bit of a struggle at first, but eventually kind of finding your rhythm a little bit, and actually doing a sizable amount of repairs to the vessel that had been through some rough seas recently, we'll just say. Meanwhile, Mantuka basically just helped. There's Mending Mouse. We love it. It's so fucking cute. It's the cutest fucking thing. We love it.
Fucking adorable. I hate
it's the cutest. We hate you.
Stop being so cute.
This is what I do.
It's just like I picture you in your free time just at home sending it. You finished up your work. Mantuka Spent some time just lugging stuff around, getting the ship loaded up and ready for departure, putting those muscles to work while Stanislav stood on standby. There's a lot of ST words in a row, goddamn. And awaited the command to release the sail from the top of the mast. Doing so successfully without any real risk or danger of falling or incidents. You guys set sail with clear skies and a light breeze at your back, making your way northward across Sorrow Bay. At which point, everyone took a minute to kind of around and familiarize themselves. Gregory having some focus issues. That's okay, it happens. Just stare at it until it works, right? You guys continued sailing, spending about a day and a half on the waves, going at a steady pace. Not the strongest wind you could have had, but a steady pace nonetheless. Until the following day, you watched out, puzzled and quizzically, as you saw just a bank of fog making its way towards your ship as you're just sailing towards it. And due to some very high perception checks by the party, managed to see a pack of strange, almost merfolk-like creature, but more twisted and gnarled and just generally cursed looking, making their way towards the ship. At the head of the cloud of fog, one of them kind of just half floating out of the water, hands extended, this fog just billowing from his hands. And as the ship begins to sail into it, we will pick up our session right here in a combat. So we're going to bring you guys over to the map. We already have initiative rolled for the baddies. So go ahead and throw your minis on wherever you think you were on the ship. At this point, you can be wherever you wanted to. We're not in the same place as we started out. And the weather have radiation. Unfortunately, no. Go ahead and exclamation point D100. Just a custom chaos grid and told you shove it. Yeah, there you go.
Can the weather have radiation?
Can the weather have knives? I don't know. Roll that insomnia exclamation point D100. 28. Oh, nice. That's almost bad for them right now, because as you guys begin sailing into the fog bank, you see, while the sky is still clear, the winds have begun to die down entirely. Your sails are almost just loosely flapping in the wind at this point as the ship slows to a steady crawl as you're moving your way into the fog bank. Thank Insomnia for that one. 1 hour. Yeah. I already have disadvantage. You can't stack disadvantage. So
DM, would you kindly add +4 to my compatriots' initiative, not mine?
Overrule initiative, my
Thank
bad.
yeah, go ahead, click your mini and do it. So Gregory would be at an 8 then?
Yeah, mine's already calculated.
Okay, Gregory
Jesus
is
Christ.
at an 8.
Let's go.
Why is Gregory
I know.
not at an 8? There you go. Not 84.
84.
Where's Mantuka and all that? There's Mantuka and all that. He'd be at an 11.
Not so good.
Stanislav at a 26. God damn. Okay.
Yeah, that's the highest initiative I've rolled in this campaign so far.
So
19.
you guys are all you guys are all now just shrouded in this fog. I do believe it is the fog cloud spell cast at a higher level, so it is much bigger than you would have expected it to be. And the area is heavily obscured. You're having trouble seeing anywhere past 5 feet around you, so it's going to be disadvantage for any ranged attacks that you're making. You have to get right up close and personal before you can even see. Gregory and Stanislav, at this point, you're still visible to each other, but you're almost just shapes in the fog at this point. Another 5 feet or so away from each other. Probably won't be able to see each other as clearly without some checks being made.
So basically like a 10-foot radius of visibility.
Oh no. Fog cloud
More or
at a
less.
high level. It's a 20-foot radius to start, and you cast it up, so it's 20 feet for every level above first. Or for every level above it's cast.
No, I mean inside the fog cloud. How far can I see?
5 feet around you.
5. Okay, so
Just
I can only
the
see.
squares on either side of your mini is basically it. Anyone past that is heavily obscured.
Okay.
So,
But I mean, we rolled into this as we are now, more or less, right? So we had a gauge of where we are.
yeah, you can still see roughly, yeah,
Yeah.
at this point, but it's like you're sailing into the fog at this point. You can barely see. It is your turn. What are you doing? All you see at this point is Gregory a few feet away, the hulking shape of Mantuka kind of in the fog as well, and that is it. What are you doing?
I don't know what's going on. Everybody get ready. And I'm gonna move to the side of the ship just so that I can be ready in case anything comes up the side. And I am going to cast Aura of Vitality.
Ooh.
Okay.
New spell.
New spell. We love that.
So,
Right, I wish.
for a
Mentuka,
minute, I
you
can use
get.
a bonus action to heal 2d6.
That's good. Mentuka, you get a D6 inspiration from Insomnia Night as well.
Oh shit! Yes.
For anybody within 30 feet, I can do that.
Oh. I thought
That
it was
is
just
going
yourself.
to be very useful, my friend. Is that it
Oh.
for your turn? If you want, you can roll checks to see if you pick up anything else in the fog. If you don't have anything else
Sure.
to use for your action, go
No,
ahead.
I
and-
use my action to cast the spell.
Okay. You can roll a perception check if you want as well, though.
Okay.
Use up all those bonus actions and movement and shit. 15. Okay.
15.
I don't know the best dexterity. Oh, jeez. Yeah. So you pick up one thing kind of moving in the side of your vision over here. The one that rolled a 5. Just barely. And it's more a sound. You hear something break the surface of the water, kind of in like a quick movement. You hear the sound of splashing, and just the faint movement of something in the fog, barely visible. And that's
Okay,
about
in
all you
that
pick
case,
up.
hearing that, I'm gonna move, like, over here.
Okay.
That'll be
Totally
it.
reasonable. Absolutely. Next up, we have.
And I'll be like, I heard something back here.
So as you lean back and say, I heard something back here, you hear the sound again as something moves forward, and then out of the fog, you see a harpoon just flying straight towards your chest.
Shit!
Doot! Is a 22 to hit?
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay,
Oh.
you take 13 points of piercing damage as the harpoon just goes right through your shoulder and out the other side. You feel the barbs dig into your skin. Okay, I need you to make me a strength saving throw, please.
19.
Oh wait, that would have been at disadvantage. Hold up. Okay, 16 to hit.
Okay,
no.
then no.
Okay, there we go. DM disadvantage actually worked for a change. So as you see the harpoon, it's about to catch your shoulder blade and just manage to get the shield up in time. And ping! You all hear the sound of a metal harpoon just clanging off of Stanislav's shield somewhere in the direction that he moved. And lucky for you, that's all. It can continue swimming, so it's going to use its movement speed. And as you're kind of looking over now, you see this creature kind of make its way onto the side of the ship and just kind of like looking up at you as it's holding as the ship is moving. You see these kind of like very fish-like features extending from the face, gills. Definitely some kind of extremely corrupted merfolk, mermaid-type individual you're dealing with here. He just kind of looks up at you.
Merman.
You hear just gurgling sounds coming from his throat. Do not understand a word he is saying to you right now.
Okay.
That'll be it for him. Next up is going to be... Hold up. I did the wrong one. That's fine. Does not matter for this round. This dude is going to swim up here. Doesn't actually... Can make a ranged attack at you, Mantuka. He's at advantage.
Does he know it's Mantuka's birthday?
He does, so he's going to throw it extra
Okay.
hard. He wants to ruin your day.
Sweet crit.
He rolls a
He's,
nat one.
he's at an advantage because he's stealth, don't worry. So 20 to hit you. Actually,
Yeah.
where you are right now, never mind. He wouldn't be able to. You're
Fuck him then. Have
you're at
birthday
half.
week, bitches.
You're at half cover. So with half cover, what would your AC be at?
+2, so I would be at 17.
Oh, he does hit you. Okay, good. Yeah, because you're just
Oh,
visible around
fuck
like
me.
this kind of raised part of the decking. Throws it up into the air. It hits. You take 14 points of piercing damage. Not
Yeah.
reduced because you're not raging. I need you to make me a
No, I'm
strength
not
saving
raging.
throw, please.
And a strength saving throw?
Actually, yeah. It's a strength contest, so just contested strength rolls. No saving throw. You have to
Okay,
beat a nat 1 for a 5. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be okay on this one.
I don't know why he gave me advantage, but I got
That's
a
okay.
natural.
I mean, yeah, Jesus Christ. So as you you feel the spear dig into your shoulder blade again. He's kind of aiming for like a meaty hunk so he can get you and pull you in. You feel the chain start to pull, and you wrap one arm around it, just yank it free, and you feel like the loose chain just whip onto the deck. He rolled a nat 1. You yanked it clean out of his grasp, and now you just have a chain with a harpoon sticking out of your torso. That you are currently holding. So you do with that what you will. Just, I don't know what to tell you. Next up
weapon.
is the fellow over here, who is also going to swim up. He's going to take a ranged attack at Goldtooth. 18 to hit Goldtooth. Does not hit. Goldtooth just steps out of the way, and none of you see that. All you, like, at this point, you're hearing the sound of things breaking the water all around you, the sound of metal clanking off of metal, Mantuka taking a hit and grunting, and then the sound of a chain being pulled onto the boat. Goldtooth, however, does manage to avoid the attack. That'll be it for that. I got a heavy bunch of attack around here. Okay, next up is this dude. Wait, okay. I'm excited. Okay, so
Oh no.
at the front of the boat, you guys don't see a whole lot, and as you're kind of like trying to get your bearings and figure out what's going on around you, you see the bright shining blue of lightning just arcing through the fog from the front of the boat, as this guy is going to use his 3rd level lightning bolt spell ability thing. I need a DC 13 save. Yeah, I need a DC. It's like it's an ability that it takes a spell slot, but it's not a spell. Oh, I guess it is a lightning. Yeah, counts. So 100 feet. He's gonna hit all of you, except for the guy in the crow's nest, and he's putting it straight up the center line of the boat to kind of get some coverage on the squares. So I need a DC save up the middle, not up the side. Yeah. So like basically straight down the center of Goldtooth, and then Gregory's gonna get it. Mantuka's gonna get it. Dex 13, please, from everyone on that line, including the captain.
Am I off of it?
Yeah, you're good. It's just a straight line. So he put it in between 2 squares to get coverage on both. You guys can do that shit too. We've been doing that since day 1 on the campaign. 13 just makes it.
I didn't.
16. Okay, Gregory, you take 26 points of lightning damage. As the spell just rockets through you. Mantuka, you take 13, and Silvos is also going to take 13. You guys, Stan, you look over your shoulder and just see this blue lightning bolt come crackling through the fog, hitting all of your teammates on the way through in some aspect or another. Everyone kind of like shudders and recovers. Silvos is holding onto the wheel and kind of hunched over. Speaking of which, you should probably roll DC for him next round. He's just going to control the boat until something gets on it. That's going to be his thing.
Stan, for just a second, you can see the outline of just a tiny boy's skeleton. Just
just in the fog, and then it disappears.
I'm okay.
Cartoon style, just I see a skeleton and an outline of a dude.
Basically, yeah, 100%. So for the sake of making my life easy, the ship crew, the 3 of them, are just going to act on the 20 initiative order. Cool. Next turn around. That'll be it for his turn. He's just going to move up to the front of the boat a little more. Yank.
That was slightly brutal.
I mean, lightning bolts do hurt. They do be causing the pains. This guy's going to swim up, and he's also going to try to harpoon. You gather very quickly there's kind of a single strategy going on here. Fucking 9. It's a 9. God damn it.
9?
From the front of the boat, you just like hear the lightning crackling, and then the sound of like just 2 harpoons being thrown on board, not catching, and then being dragged against wood and back into the water. You hear this heavy splash of metal connecting with that. Next up, Mantuka. You're the first person to take a hit tonight, and then you got hit with a lightning bolt immediately after. What are you doing?
First, this harpoon that's like impaled to me, is it one that's like barbed, so if I pull it out, it's going to cause more damage?
Probably. It would be a medicine check to see, and that would take an action.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna wrap the chain around my bull gut. And do I see anything within whacking range of myself? This guy here?
That's a cap. Anyone with a green dot on them is your friend. He is within whacking range, but like you don't do it.
I don't want to. But is this one out of the water behind Stanny?
Yeah, so he's just climbing up. You do not really have visual on anyone. You just know a harpoon came at you from the direction of this bottom left dude.
Sweet. I'm just gonna hold my action till I see something I can whack. That I know's not my. Oh fuck. Yeah, so I'm just gonna hold my action, but I'm gonna bonus action rage.
Okay, smart choice. Okay, so we're gonna hold until something makes its way into visual range. So the way the whole staircase in front of you works, I know it's hard to see with the fog. It's only about 2 or 3 feet, like where the captain's wheel is. It's just barely raised up off the main deck, ever so slightly, and then the staircase goes below. So you can see like actively into the ocean. This guy's kind of out of your line of sight while you're in the fog, though. That'll be it for you. Next up's gonna be this guy. Ooh, same thing, Gregory. Gregory's turn.
Oh dear. Okay, so this whole time Greg's just been kind of spinning in space, Once he saw Stan's shadow disappear, is that you, Stan? I see something glinting coming towards, and then he just gets shocked by lightning, and then okay.
Oh,
God.
Does a 16 hit you?
Doesn't hit me.
Yep, 16 AC. That's what they rolled.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're recovering from the lightning, you turn. You're trying to figure out what's going on, trying to get your center. A harpoon just comes out and goes right through your calf and pins you in. I need you to make a strength check against me, please. You have to beat a 6. Why am I rolling so low? I want to pull one person into the ocean. Yeah, baby!
Son of a... Well, expected from me. Don't worry. I'll go low.
Okay, so as you feel the harpoon latch on, you feel it tug tight and you are yanked 20 feet. I'm going to give you make a dexterity saving throw to try to catch the edge and stop yourself being pulled off this turn. Okay, you do it. So you manage to stay on the ship as it's pulling you by the leg, mind you. You manage to get like 1 foot up onto the railing and pull yourself up. And you see just below you in the water a Merrow, or these strange merfolk type creatures just grabbing this chain with seaweed dangling off it, snarling at you through like jagged teeth, just trying to yank you into the water where he can pull you below and attack you properly.
No.
That'll be it for his turn. This dude is going to... None of you see this, because he's well outside the fog. But he is casting Hold Person.
Oh dear.
On the captain.
Oh dear!
So that is a wisdom save. Can't steer the ship, right?
Ooh. I hope we have a
21.
wise old captain.
He's a druid. He's okay. But you all, Stanny, you would pick this up as he's like steering. You see the captain go rigid for a second, like almost unnaturally, and then he shakes it off and begins steering the ship once again, trying to get you guys out of this fog cloud. Seems to be having difficulty as the wind has just died to a stop at this point. You guys are barely moving, maybe 5 or 10 feet a turn at most.
Are you all right?
Fine, there's something behind us. Oh, that's not the voice. I'm fine. There's something behind us. Sorry. No, we're good. We're back. And he kind of looks over his shoulder.
Right.
I might need some help with that. He just continues steering the ship at this point until the turn order comes back around. Gregory, you're up. There's a harpoon through your leg. The chain is still currently being held, and you're just grabbed onto the edge. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and... I've got one hand on my calf, and I've got one hand on the box, and I'm just gonna open it. And as soon as I open it, one giant eyeball just comes out of it. And afterwards, a swirling tsunami of them swirl around me, blink in unison, and I'm gone with a Misty Step. Misty Step is going to bring me to the far left of the boat. I should know what that's called in the terms, but I don't. Boop.
Okay. Yeah, so the chain, like, you're lucky a harpoon through your leg doesn't count as something you're wearing, but as you Misty Step over...
no accessory that I consented to!
You arrive at the end of the boat, and you're just sitting there holding, and there's a hole about that thick just through your calf. At this point, you're bleeding profusely. You are in horrific pain at this point, but you are free of the grasp of the harpoon, and then just in the fog, somewhere in the distance, you hear the sound of something... and go splash back into the water.
Not a fan of whatever that was. Not a fan.
Gregory, watch out behind us.
Oh, behind. So where I am, starboard, bow, boat, where? And I'm gonna go ahead because that was a bonus action. I'm gonna cast Dancing Lights with an action.
Okay.
It's a cantrip. And I'm gonna hope that alleviates some of this fog. So from the still open box, the eyeballs kind of go swirling around from me, and they go back in, and then out of the box, a bunch of little glowing orbs with little noses and mustaches, and they're all and they're all just moving around.
You hear them, and they start to move around the ship, and as they get about 10 feet away from you, all they are is just a light glow in the fog. You do, however, see as they kind of move around the ship, silhouettes of people standing out now against the fog, very faintly. It's still gonna be mostly disadvantaged, but you can now see where your team is just based on the position of these lights as they kind of move around. Like, you can very clearly see Mantuka's horns sticking up as this silhouette. You see the captain and Stanny fairly clearly at this point. I'd say with the dancing lights swirling around, you guys' range has gone another 5 feet out. You can now see 2 squares in either direction from your mini.
That'll be a minute, so we got 10 rounds with that.
There you
All
go.
right.
You can
Well
see
done.
right now. Nice.
Smart choice. Good try. Good try. I like it.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. We love that. That was this individual. He is going to... gonna try to climb up onto the boat because he can't really see a whole lot right now. He's just gonna climb. Mantuki, you kind of see a shadow, like a figure just barely moving out the corner of your vision, climbing itself onto the boat. It is going to make a harpoon attack against you as well.
So if I see the shadow, can I use my held action?
Yes, you
To
can.
whack?
Absolutely. Yeah, it is coming to your line of sight. It is... yeah, he's just coming into your reach as he comes over the thing because you're halberd, right?
Yes, sweet.
yeah,
So,
okay.
and I might as well do it recklessly, just between.
You may as well, yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Friends.
Yeah, so you see him just like kind of flop up onto the deck. He does have a very long fish-like tail, so he's kind of having a bit of trouble moving himself around on there, but...
15 to hit, or do I need to burn one of my
Oh, it
several
does.
dice I've
You
accumulated?
do have a lot of birthday dice. No, it does hit. 14.
Birthday dice.
Little guys only have an AC 13. So you just step forward with your halberd. Go ahead and roll your damage.
So 13 slashing damage.
You slash down into it, kind of leaving a gouge across its chest. Not as deep as you would have liked. It kind of just looks up at you, and you see these kind of frills at the side of its head, and like these spines, and it like shakes at you, splashing water all over the deck. And he kind of recoils a bit from the pain, and then moves back forward as he's making his way towards you. He's going to make
They're not
his...
friendly.
He's gonna make his
Well, this
harpoon
one isn't
attack
anyway.
against you. 14 to hit you, Mantuka.
I like to
That's a
think
miss.
Gregory laughs just
That
a
is
little bit.
That is a miss.
I'm Raging Cajun, so I'm 15. So unfortunately,
Let's
that's
go.
a big swing and a miss.
Big Sag. He does not have the range to do another attack
Indian.
on you. That'll be it. Okay, so
Magic
before the
guns,
ships
double
even
breeze.
go, Stanislav, you're up. You see the one below you beginning to climb up, just like gnawing its teeth, trying to get at you. Grim's raiding. We got a raid. Let's go, people. Welcome into the combat. It is chaos. It is absolute fucking chaos right now.
I have a
Right.
hole in my leg.
You do have a hole in your leg.
Alrighty.
Rather nasty hole
I
in
am
your leg.
going to see this and just take a good opportunity to get 2 really good leverage downwards smackaroonies onto this biatch.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
Go ahead and roll your attack. Natural.
So that's
20.
a nat 20 on the first one.
Go ahead.
Oh!
Go ahead, roll
Oh, we have
damage
to-
for that, because it might finish him off, knowing you.
So it's-
Knowing you.
So it's 8 plus 6, so 14 is the max damage.
Yep, and then roll your damage.
Sorry, 8. Yeah. It's one-handed. Oh my
Knowing the
God.
walking human.
You always roll
natural-
so much better one-handed than two-handed. I don't understand
So
why.
8 plus 6 plus 6.
Sure,
20.
fine.
Plus, wait, I get a new thing happens now every
Mhm.
time I
Ooh.
hit with a melee weapon.
Kieran with the raid as well. What's up? You're sent
Oh.
back. Can't get rid of us, Ray. You're stuck here now. It's like the Hotel California. You're
So
stuck.
Hotel
Even though-
California.
There you go.
even though there's no big fist that usually accompanies the smite, there is a flash of radiant light.
You guys see
Ooh.
this all from Stanislav's side of the ship.
Ooh!
It deals another 6 radiant damage.
What was your total damage on that? I'll add it together.
26.
26 total?
Yeah, boy.
So he's still
Oh
up.
wait, does the D8?
Yeah,
Is
all
radiant
all
D8?
dice you all
Okay.
dice you roll
Uh,
are doubled. Or are added
so-
to the crit.
Yeah, it's 26, so 34.
Jesus, okay. He's still up, but as you kind of look down, you slash once, he takes the hit, he looks up, and you see the harpoon ready to throw back at you. Do you have another attack?
Yeah, as he's snarling, there's already another axe head coming down at him.
Straight towards his face. Yeah, we love that. He's... Oh, the miss. That's a miss by one,
Okay.
unfortunately. Your
Ooh.
next strike, at this
An
point, he's
action,
kind of
yep.
recoiling a bit, a little more afraid of you, not wanting to get up close and personal from the side of the ship. So it looks like he's about to
Understand.
relinquish his grasp on your vessel.
And then
What do you
for
do?
my bonus action, I'm going to use the Aura of Vitality to heal Gregory for 2d6.
Gregory, go ahead and heal for 2d6.
That's 7 points of
Hell yeah.
healing.
7 points of healing. We love that. Okay.
I just like glow slightly, and I just said, I'm assuming that's dead. Thank you.
You can see me. I'm 10 feet
Oh yeah,
away
you're
from you.
glowing.
Yeah, you're in the range now. He's still like obscured by fog, but it's very clearly Stanislav, and he's doing his
I
usual.
got you,
thing.
Gregory.
Oh, it's the one glowing bright. Yeah, here you are.
You see some wisps of hair.
Oh, God, he's a majestic even in the fog.
We love that. So how y'all looking? Everyone's looking pretty rough. Silvos is up next as the captain of the ship. He's gonna take his turn first. Mantuka, you're within his range of sight. He sees how many hits you've taken between the lightning and the the fucking harpoons. So he is going to cast a let's go second level healing word. You heal for 8 points of healing. It's not as good as it could have been, but it's better than nothing.
Hey,
That's actually not bad. That's like average
I'm not
plus
super
4.
banged up, so it's up.
Still a little something. There you go. So he heals you up. Don't give in to peer pressure. Wow. Okay, everyone loses a d6 inspiration on that one. Everyone subtract a d6 from their next roll for that. Non-optional. I'm sorry.
Someone tells
no.
you that you really need to get to port immediately. Is it peer pressure?
Silvos just begins steering the ship, and he's going to use his action to just continue steering the ship and trying to get it forward. He's going to issue some commands. He's like, we need to get those sails into the wind right now. And he's going to start steering and just try to catch the wind in the sails as best he can, because you guys are just not moving along at this point. Next up, Goldtooth is going to... Goldtooth is going to look up above him and see the kind of the thing holding the sail. I need to look up my ship turns. I should remember this. Either way, he's going to look up to the mast above him, and you're going to see him kind of pull out this very fancy looking rope, which he's just going to swing up and try to latch around the beam there. So he's going to
Oops.
Oh no.
Picked a whole bouquet of
Oh,
oopsie
no.
daisies.
Yeah, so he swings it, and you see him like begin to put his weight. He like runs, jumps, and tries to swing and catch the momentum. And as he does so, he's just going to fly up in the air and flat onto his ass. He rolled a nat one,
there he
trying to
goes.
swing from a
Oh.
mast.
There he went.
I hope it wasn't too fancy of rope.
No. What's up?
It is called the boom.
What is?
Boom.
The cross mast thing.
The
is called
boom. Thank you. Thank you. So fucking Goldtooth just absolutely eats it as he gets the rope up there and begins to swing and start climbing up, and just immediately falls back onto his ass as he doesn't manage to grab it. He rolled a nat one on his check. That was
Ow.
rough, dude. Shit.
I have a
This-
hole in my leg, and I feel bad for him.
That was
Wow.
gonna be so cool. He was trying to get out of there. He's just prone this turn because that fucking sucks for him. It's actually okay though because the harpoon's a ranged attack, so they'll be at disadvantage. So it
Okay,
kind of
yeah.
works out.
Task failed successfully.
Task failed successfully. Next up, you guys are not going to see this happen because he's about 30, 40 feet up in the air in the crow's nest, but you're going to hear the sound of a crossbow just firing from above.
Yes.
As the...
Suppressing fire.
It's the sound of a short bow firing from up above. Nat 20.
Yay.
Ooh, okay, so 6 plus 10
I wonder
total.
if he has better view up there.
Probably.
Over the
Oh.
fog.
Above the
I don't know.
fog.
10 total plus 5. It's 15 on a crit. Wait, plus... Okay. Not great. Alright. You guys have no idea where he fired, where it went. You just heard the sound of like a bowstring slapping and an arrow whizzing through the air, and then just vanishing. You have no idea where that went. I do, though.
You don't hear it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Ghost arrow.
Doesn't appear like... And from where you are, you don't hear anything. The direction he was shooting. Next up is... That's going to be it for the crew. This guy's just going to keep working on Mantuka at this point. There's not. He's going to go up here, and he's going to throw a harpoon at the captain for an 11. That's going to miss. God damn it. Standing as you're looking over fighting, you see Silver's kind of dodge, and you pull him out of the side as he goes, and the harpoon just flies across the deck and then tries to, like, starts dragging across. He's like, thank you, my friend. Oh, it's getting a little dangerous. What's up?
Can I use my reaction to try and cut the harpoon?
It's a steel chain. You could try.
Like, if you can just let me take a swing at it.
If you want to use a reaction for that, absolutely. As it's kind of moving past your range of attack, sure. Yeah, I'll allow it. Why not?
Oop,
Okay, sweet. 22.
oop.
Okay. You take your. You're lucky. It's a magic axe that you're using. You just ping down into
That's why I did it.
the steel of the chain, and you just ping breaks right apart where your axe was.
Attaboy.
It's not a super strong chain, and it is rusty. 22 is enough to break it.
Nice.
It's not the sturdiest at this point. It's been under the sea for a very, very, very long time.
Righteous.
There is now just a
Under the
harpoon with
sea.
about 3-4 feet of chain still left on it, just hanging out by your feet there. That'll be it for his turn. Next up, as you're kind of looking backwards, distracted by this chain, the one behind you is going to use his movement to go back 10 feet and throw a harpoon at you from the other side of the ship. Fucking come on, dude.
Come
Listen,
on.
you put the shield up, and the harpoon doesn't even have enough force to like dent the shield. It just bounces off, and falls uselessly back into the water. God damn it, dude! If I pull one person into the sea in this fucking combat, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
I'll jump in if you want me to.
Cannonball.
Sure, yeah, do that. This guy doesn't even see Goldtooth because he fell on that side of the fucking sail and the shit. So he's just gonna go up to the, he doesn't have anything. He's gonna go up to the boat. You hear the sound of something breaking the surface of the water, kind of climbing up. You hear the sound of something very wet just slapping down onto the deck of the ship there. It sounds like something rather large is just like made its way onto there. Very farty sound for some reason. Yep, that's what we're gonna go with. There you go.
The chat
The hell
goes
is
wild.
I did use all my crits yesterday, Kieran. That's true. We played an off-stream game with Kieran and a couple people on Saturday, and I rolled 3 crits in a row on 3 attacks against 3 players.
Oh shit.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I was very, very happy about it. So, that'll be his fucking turn, I guess. He can only move 10 feet out of water, getting onto the boat. This is about it.
That's about it.
That's about it. Okay, well, the next guy, not wanting to waste an opportunity, you guys all, once again, see a very familiar crackle of blue energy making its way through the fog. You see lightning just rocketing up the front of the ship. Goldtooth is going to make a save at disadvantage. I need dexterity save from Mantuka, Silvos, and Gregory, please.
Oh.
Dex at disadvantage for Goldtooth. 14, still enough to make it.
Add a 4 to that, Gregory.
Silvos is
Bless
a
ya.
17, still enough to make it. Mantuka made it. Gregory just makes it with the 4. Okay, so 29, half, we round up. You all take 15 points of damage.
Okay.
As the lightning again just kind
Okay.
of rockets from body to body, making its way up the entire center of the ship, leaving just a black burn scar right up the middle of the ship. Now this has happened twice, and you look down on the wood and you see just like cinders where this arcing lightning is branched out, and it's creating this very cool like vine-like pattern if it hadn't just almost murdered your ass. That will, he's just
It'd be
gonna,
cool if it didn't just try to kill me.
yeah, he's gonna just continue. He's kind of hanging out at the front of the boat, keeping movement with it. Basically, any movement these guys don't use, they're just using to keep 10 feet of movement with the boat. Jeez, guys, rough. Goldtooth needs to take that as well. He's not looking super hot at this point. That'll be it for the wizard. Next up is going to be this fellow who does see Goldtooth at this point, and he's just going to flop himself onto the ship and make a grapple check. He's not even going
Popping
to bother.
bottles
Actually, you
in
know
the
what?
ice
He's just gonna.
with
He's
the
gonna.
wizard.
Oh no. Oh no, dude. He's going to
Roll a d6. Roll a d6.
with the harpoon take a stab at Garrick, who is now prone on the ground, kind of on his back, like, oh fuck me, that hurt. As this Merrow just climbs up above him with 2 hands, he's gonna try to drive the harpoon down into his chest with
funny.
advantage, because he is 20. So that's going to be 2d6 plus 4, 13. Okay. Goldtooth is starting to look pretty haggard. So you all, again, none of you really catch this. Mantuka maybe out the corner of your eye. All you hear from the front is the sound of Goldtooth. It's like, oh, fuck that hurt. And then, and he's like, oh, that fucking hurt more. And that'll be it for the Merrow's turn at this point, because he has no more movement yet. That's, yeah, Mantuka, you're up. You still have barely any idea what's going on. You're just having things thrown at you from every direction. You've attacked one thing that made its way onto the boat. What are you doing?
Do I see these two entities that are now?
Yeah, this one is in very clear view. This one is just pulling itself onto the ship right now, so it's probably just like the head and the upper part of the torso. So he'd have half cover while the other is fully on the ship.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna use my movement because I stay in that goddamn lightning line.
Good
and
call.
I'm gonna make
Good call.
one of my 2 attacks of this mother effer.
Do it.
Recklessly close, clearly.
100%. Which motherfucker? Left or right?
The one by the cannon to the right.
Okay, to the right. 21 to hit. Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I just wanted to see if I got my crit. I didn't, but
You didn't. No worries.
So that's 18 slashing damage.
Okay.
And my second attack be still squiggling.
He's still standing. This time, as you like slash down into him, he's starting to look like he's having some struggle. You see a huge part of his torso, 27 hits, has just been opened up. This is probably going to do it. I'll be honest with you. This
okay.
probably going to
maybe
do
we're
it.
gonna get crit. No, that was not a crit, but we tried.
It's always worth a try. 14 damage is going to do it.
14.
Okay, you slash him on the first time he comes on board. This time you move into position. From where you are on the stairs, you have a bit of elevation, extra 3 feet, get a little extra more swing into it. The first strike carves down, cutting one of his arms clearly off, and the next one you just stab down into him, and you feel your halberd go through torso and straight into the wood of the deck at kind of an awkward 45-degree angle through his torso, and he is down. So that's one down so far, and he just... and just dies and spits out seawater onto the deck.
Get flayed.
Yeah.
Sweet.
that was
And
it.
with that, I'll turn and look to the other one that's just kind of scampering aboard like the little fucking sea urchin it is, and I'm just gonna wait and smile at him.
Oh.
You're just smiling. Okay, you see him kind of look up at you after what you just did to his, and there's a slight pang of fear in his eyes right now.
Reasonably so, yeah.
Okay,
Calamari.
this guy's gonna swim up, and he is going to take a ranged attack at disadvantage at the guy in the crow's nest. Okay. Hold control to do disadvantage. We love that. Okay, beautiful. Come on. Oh, still so
Oh,
good.
shit.
Still so good.
Oh, he's going for a
Oh,
ride.
he's
off that
going.
crow's
He's
nest.
going for a little spin. Okay, so contested strength.
He was supposed to be the one that survived.
Okay, so he takes 14 points of piercing. Again, you guys have no idea. You hear the sound of something coming out of the ocean as it throws a harpoon, and then from above you hear the sound of the halfling you met the day before, just as something just rips through him, and then you hear that sound immediately followed by the sound of a tightening chain, and then the scream of someone from the top onto the deck, and just splats from a 40-foot height.
This is why I don't make friends. They just fucking die.
Okay. So you hear that scream, the sound of something hitting a hard wooden deck, and then silence. And that's it. That'll be it for its turn.
Who was that? What was that? Who?
You have no idea.
I don't
Wow.
want to know.
Ray is going off with the dad jokes in chat. Can we get a timeout for Ray?
No,
don't actually
they have
time out
to
Ray.
stay.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Time in.
Time out, Chris. Do then.
Pin all of her things. Their
Uh,
things.
Okay. Gregory, at this point, as you're standing on the back of the boat, you appear, your misty step just appearing in the fog. At this point, the back end of the ship has started to kind of move out of the fog as the fog cloud doesn't move with it. So I can actually, I think, map. Yeah. So you're even thicker in the fog at this point, basically. As the ship has kind of begun to move its way out of it. Oh, daddy. You do, however, out of just the range that you're able to see a very familiar figure. Not one of the ones that has been besieging the ship and trying to climb up from either side, but one very similar to the one who's been assaulting the front and launching lightning bolts at you. The figure you saw leading the fog cloud just before this combat started. And he is going to look up at you. And he also has a harpoon. Yippee hooray! And he's just going to. You see a wicked smile. If a fish person could have a wicked smile, as he just hurls a harpoon at you. 21 to hit. That's 14 points of piercing damage to you.
Yeah.
Need you to make a strength check against me. It's a 19. You gotta beat.
Looks like you said how much? 14?
14 damage, and you gotta beat a 19
Jesus.
check to not get pulled into the water.
Okay.
Trying to get some B shapes.
9. Okay.
Jesus,
Gregory,
God.
at this time, the harpoon goes right through your right shoulder, just like right kind of under the collarbone. You feel it grip in the back, and you feel the chain go taut and pull as the barbs dig into your skin, and you are yanked 20 feet towards him, straight overboard, and you're just in front of him in the ocean now. I guess you'd be right there. And you see now, as he just grabs you, like the harpoon's still in, he's got one hand on the chain, the other is just on your chest, and you see his claws just ready to go, and he's now has you in his grasp. That'll be it for his turn. You are currently still affixed to this harpoon. You're not grappled yet, but you are affixed. There will be contested strength to get away. Damn, let's go, finally. I'm so happy. Gregory, you're up. It's your turn. As like you're face to face now with this creature, half underwater, struggling in the waves, shrouded in mist completely. There's water going into your mouth, trying to break the surface. He's trying to pull you under. What are you doing?
Gregory is choking on water. He's freaking out. He sort of clambers into his cloak, pulls out the mask, but it breaks in his hand. He just kind of has a shocked look on his face, and the snakes start to pour out of his hand and encircle it, and it's like they're made of water, and it just starts to turn into one big snake head as I cast at 5th level Conjure Animals, and I want to conjure 2 giant constrictor snakes between me and this motherfucker. Just
burst out. Yeah, absolutely. So I think I have snakes. I think we've got. I need to still do DM homework and actually like do my shit here.
just one snake is fine. They always kind of stay together.
Okay.
They're like a propeller
So we
for
need one
themselves.
steak mini. Wow,
They
the
actually,
dad jokes in chat tonight are fucking insane, guys. Holy
Like this.
shit. I'm proud of all of you.
Medical. It's like the medical symbol.
Yeah.
This big snake right here. There. He's basically next to you in the space. Because he does have you on the chain, so you're 5 feet from him right now. But the snake is kind of next to him and it's swimming and moving around the two of you.
Fun fact, the snakes have a 30 feet swim speed. Isn't that neat?
Yeah, absolutely. Snakes are very good swimmers. That will be anything else you want to do for your turn?
No, that's not my turn, but after me, it'll go to just snakes. And the snakes are just gonna go ahead and bite them.
Okay, go ahead and make some bite attacks.
I don't want to constrict it. I'm gonna try and just bite the thing. So, boop, boop.
12 and a 16. Okay, so the 16 hits, 12 does not.
I'll
As
do
the first
one
knight kind
then.
of lashes out, the priest kind of just takes his staff that he's holding, or the harpoon, I guess, is he's holding, and moves it over, and the snake just bites down on the hilt of that. That is a nat. Oh, it's 15 damage. Damn.
Yeah. Oh, max damage. I guess that.
Let's
means.
go. Yeah, you
It
rolled a
means
6
you
on
rolled
your
a 6 on one of the dice,
Mhm.
yeah.
Hell yeah. 15 points. Okay. He's still
Oh,
looking
it
for.
shouldn't make that green. It should only make it green if it's all of them.
No, it's I mean, it's like, hey, let's go. But
excited
that
enough.
being said,
Still pretty
the
high.
snake latches onto the leg and bites a chunk clean off. You see this kind of bluish blood begin filling the ocean from where the chunk is missing. Go ahead and roll me a free perception check as you're just struggling to maintain your space in the water.
Yeah. Greg's never been a great swimmer unless he's turned himself into something.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
From what you can see, it looks like from under the water, when you're catching glimpses, not obscured by the fog, you can just see the figures moving. You pick up that there's about 5 creatures still besieging the boat from either side, and the one in the front. So you start to get, like, as these creatures are moving under the water, you start to get a picture of what's going on here, and your boat is 100% being assailed by mer people.
As you'll see, as he sees that, he goes to pull out the he's still kind of treading water, pulls out the broken mask, and as it's broken side, it just kind of forms back into like a malformed horn, as it's always kind of shifting, and he just goes to put it on his face. That's his turn.
Okay. Hell yeah. Danny, you see, you see Gregory just get yanked out of your field of vision and just disappear into the fog. You hear the sound of struggle in the water as things are splashing around. You hear Gregory screaming, some other creature making these very, very unpleasant sounds towards him, and it seems like he's in a spot of bother. What are you doing?
Stan thinks about turning back to jump in, and then remembers that Gregory can do a thing, and decides that he'll be able to get himself out. So I'm going to use my movement to go 30 feet in a general rightwards direction. Now, do I stumble over anything?
I mean, there's a fence right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I have to go down.
yeah, no, the only staircase is where Mantuka is currently standing, and it is not enough, and it is not a wide enough staircase for two. Yeah, it's about probably a 3, 4, or 5 foot drop tops. Going over. Yeah, easily done.
Any extra
roll me. I'm gonna say roll me a perception check just to see if you see the railing coming in the fog. Thank you for the sub, Will Grom. I appreciate you, buddy.
Woo!
15.
Yeah, that'll do it. So you do manage to see it coming and just vault clean over it. It's a bit of a drop, a little more than you expected, and then you land and can continue your move. Why did I shout out Peter instead of Will?
Okay, so
I suck at this too. Happy birthday, Peter.
Yeah, so I'll just get here. Now I can see Goldtooth, right?
Yeah, no, you see Goldtooth pinned to the ground with a harpoon through his chest, and this creature is just beginning to drag him across the water. Or across the deck of the boat towards the water.
Oh shit! You look like shit.
Yeah, a little help me good there, mate. He's just like
All right.
literally has a harpoon through his chest right now. He's not looking great.
Okay. So I'll bonus action or a vitality him for 4 points of healing, whatever, and then I will cast first level cure wounds on him.
Okay.
Nice.
Another 10.
Another 10. Okay. Easily done.
And
Yeah.
that's it. That's
Okay.
movement action, bonus action.
That'll be okay. So ship orders at 20. So first up, the captain now doesn't have visual on anything going on except for this one dude crawling over the side of his fucking ship.
Oh dear.
So he's not super happy about that. And he's just going to. So y'all watch. Anyone who can see it, Mantuka, you would just barely have visual on this. Stanislav, you'd see him start preparing to cast something as you're moving away, and then you notice the sky grow even darker as a kind of circle of clouds begin to appear above the ship. And anyone who can see Silvos just sees him with his trident planted on the wood of the deck, and just like some lightning kind of coming off of it, arcing into the sky. And he's going to cast Call Lightning, and he is going to call a lightning on this fucker right
Hello,
here.
this is Lightning.
Hello.
No, this is Patrick.
This is Patrick.
Oh god, I hate you. I hate you so much. Okay, so he's
This is the Krusty Krab.
6. He fails. Oh god, he fails. So it's 3d10. Okay, it's only 15. So not so bad.
Said calamari.
Mantuka, you're almost blinded for a second as the sky sends an arcing streak of lightning straight down onto the creature next to you. I'm gonna roll a con save to see if it can maintain its grip real quick.
Crap.
Okay, it does. It like holds on and fights through the pain that it's feeling and grips its nails and claws right into the wood of the ship. You see it dig in as the lightning just rakes through its body and down into the ocean and dissipate. Damn, that was fun. I love druids.
Aren't they
Good time.
fun?
Goldtooth is
I love druids.
Goldtooth doesn't have a lot he can do. He is still attached to the harpoon is the problem. So he is. He does still have movement, technically. Oh, no, not really, because he's affixed to the harpoon. He's going to try to get the harpoon out of himself safely. And he's going to roll a medicine check to do it. That's going to be
Really hard to do when you don't have snakes.
Yeah, so the harpoon at this point hasn't gone all the way through, but it's still like sticking out of his torso, and he's just going to grab it and pull as hard as he can, and we're going to try to medicine check that shit out of him. Oh, 21. Beautiful. So does not take any additional damage as the the harpoon comes right out. He throws it onto the deck. Now it's just dangling there with the chain kind of sitting on the deck. And he's going to look over at the Merrow next to him that's now like inches from his face and just like snarling as its claws are holding it up on the deck. He looks at you, Stanley. Can't help me with this one, mate. Thanks. And he's gonna. He has some movement now, so he's going to use half his movement to stand. He's gonna use his bonus action to disengage, and he's gonna run his fucking ass over to here.
I got you. I got you.
Thank you. You just hear him like just through clenched teeth and sheer pain, like thanks.
Yep.
As he makes his way over there. That'll be it for their turn. As far as you guys can tell, the guy in the crow's nest is just. Actually, I'm gonna put an X on him. He's an ally. So
Gregory put an X on him in his mind and heart.
Yeah, he rolled a 5 on his death save. You guys don't know that.
Greg's getting really used to death. He's able to move on very quickly.
I'm just for
I
the
didn't
first.
stumble over his body when I moved over to where I did I?
Oh god.
No, you ran
Okay,
in a
cool.
straight line this way. His body would
Yeah, I
probably
did.
be about there,
Okay.
technically speaking.
And I wasn't paying
Yeah,
attention,
no.
so I wouldn't have really
Nope.
glanced down. So.
No, you definitely saw he was dead with that perception check. Like there was a corpse on your left side, basically. Like it looks like he partially hit the
oh, God.
cannon and the deck. Like his skull has been kind of split open. There's a spatter on the steel of the cannon. Oh, there's no cannon. They're off
Like
the ship.
Family Guy
Never mind.
splatter. When
Yeah,
their
so
limbs
just
are
like
all the
it's
wrong
literally
way.
like the bases for the cannons at this point, and he's just like on it, like just like the framework that it would be resting on.
Oh,
Are
all
those
fucking
also
dead.
made of steel.
Partially, yep.
the dancing lights just instinctively kind of move away from it. They're like, no,
Nope, we're not doing that.
no,
Next
no.
up is the Merrow that just got zapped by lightning. He's not super happy about that. Peter, he's going to from that range just try to like close range throw the harpoon straight into you with a 10-foot range. It's a 25 to hit, and you attack recklessly last turn, so it's 25 at advantage. 12 points of piercing damage, and then I need you to make me contested strength.
So I'm raging, so that's at half, right?
It is halved, and then your strength check will be at advantage.
Oh, sexy time.
You have to beat a
Sexy
15.
time.
If I get Mantuka into the water, I'll be surprised. He was
Fuck.
not the goal.
I would like to use my advantage that
Yep.
I got. Or attempt to.
You already had advantage. Can't really stack advantage. You can use your D12 DM inspiration or the D8
I
that
will-
chat gave you. One
I
of your
will
choice.
use the D12.
Yeah,
hey,
you can't stack inspiration. I wish.
No,
I wish
hey,
we
no
triple
worries. Hey,
inspire.
I just throw stuff out and you yell at me.
Yes. Go ahead and roll one of your inspirations and add it to the 10, and we'll see if you beat the 15.
So 19 total.
Okay.
It was a 9.
So the harpoon does manage to find purchase into your torso, and it sinks in, not as deep as it could have. It wasn't the strongest hit. And he begins pulling it, and he lets go entirely of the side of the ship and just falls into the ocean, expecting to use his weight to pull you down. And as it does, you just lodge one of your iron hooves into the staircase, and basically he catches taut and swings up the other way into the ship and just smacks into the water. So he's...
am I impaled by 2 fucking harpoons right now?
Yeah, you have one harpoon, just
Oh.
basically the chain is dangling limply. No one's pulling on it anymore because you killed that dude. And then the
No,
other
I got that
harpoon
around
is
my
just...
waist.
That's true. Yeah, you
He
did.
had one of his
Yeah,
guts
so
in
yeah,
first attack.
basically you
And
have
that was
2
a fucking
harpoons.
new one.
This
Where's
one...
the new one in my leg?
Yeah, basically. You have
Fuck
one in
this.
one in your shoulder sticking out, and the other kind of in your left leg. Your whole left side just getting pummeled. He's just trying to pull you down now. He's about 10 feet below you, just in the water, trying to yank on the chain. He's kind of hanging there, surprised that you were managed to withstand that weight. Because he's a big,
God.
he's a pretty big boy.
Versus 300-pound minotaur.
Yeah, basically.
I have a jazz tiara.
I expected someone smaller.
This guy is going to use his movement to swim up here and just pull himself onto the side of the boat. And he's right here. Standing, he's going to make a ranged attack at you. Boon. It's 11. You're doing really good against the harpoons today. Somehow, through the fog, you just see something kind of rushing towards you. You hear the sound of something flying through the air. And again, you put your shield up. This time, it was a little harder, and I managed to see like a little dent just form on the back of your shield as the harpoon just clatters uselessly to the deck. And you see it pulled away in a hurry. Damn. They don't hit very hard. There's just lots of them.
Sorry, I'm about to get swarmed. This could get interesting.
Yeah, you are in a rough spot now.
No, I
Goldtooth.
want it out of anyone.
Goldtooth isn't abandoning you. He just wanted to get away for a minute.
Yeah.
That'll be him. Next up is going to be this dude, who is on the boat and has 10 feet of movement on dry land. So he's just got to pull himself over to here and just like climb up onto the cargo that they kind of have stashed on the center. So like it's not stacked very high. Pull himself up. He's also going to throw harpoon at you. Because that's really all they got right now at this range. 16 doesn't hit you either. Same deal. As you block the first one, you see the next one coming, you step out of the way and flies uselessly into the water. Well done. Well done. I can't roll for shit on those
You're
guys.
like fucking Leonidas.
Yeah, you're just dodging spears at this point. Next up is this dude.
Oh.
Who is going
God,
to...
someone's dodging something.
Yeah, Gregory and Mantuka full of holes.
This guy is going to swim his way over here.
Oh yeah, I still have one in me. I'm just not holding on to it anymore.
No, and he is going to use his
I've got a
last
stake.
lightning bolt, his last 3rd level spell. What's up?
Can I see this dude?
That dude down on the bottom right?
Yeah, the one who's casting lightning bolt right now.
Nope. You're still
I
obscured by
can
fog.
though.
Nope. You see the one who's in your face. There's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them.
There's one at the front and one at the back, dude. You're getting the double team. And
Damn
he's
it.
going to put a lightning bolt through Mantuka and Goldtooth. So they're going to need to make dex saves of 13.
I'm not consenting.
Doesn't
I'm
matter.
not. This is non-consensual
Goldtooth
LB.
does not make it. Mantuka, go ahead. 17. You do.
17.
You do make it. Lucky you.
Oh.
So you take half. So wow, that's a high roll. 35 halved. You round up. So 13. Nope. 18. Yeah. You take 18 points of lightning damage. Goldtooth takes the entire hit. Mantuka, as you feel yourself get hit, you look over and you see the lightning just racking through Goldtooth's body as he's running towards you. Collapse face first onto the deck, and he is
Oh.
out cold, unconscious. So he's gonna get.
I
little
give
bit-
zero shits about that motherfucker. Ow!
He just collapses at your feet. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Says that
Damn,
Ella. I
dude.
can hear that from the ocean.
That'll be that for that guy. He used all his movement for that. You do see, I'll say, Stanislav, you don't see him, but you do see kind of where the lightning originates from, roughly to within 10 feet. You just see this bright flash start and then streak across the ship.
Yeah, I was asking if I can see him then counterspell, but I don't think I can
No.
technically.
Yeah, he's not in. He's also below the front of the ship. Like there's a good
Yeah.
5 to 10 feet clearance, and he's like right at the
Yeah,
edge.
no, I have to visually see the creature casting.
So that's a no for that. Next up, the other guy who's with you, and he's going to just move the 5 feet into your range. And first thing he's going to do is take a... Yeah, they actually have multi-attack. I haven't got to use this yet. I'm excited.
Sweet.
He's going to lash out with his... Like he has the harpoon in one hand, and he's going to strike across your chest with the claws. Boot. It's 10. He gonna miss. And then with the other hand, he's going to try to jab the harpoon straight into your torso. I'm hitting everyone but Chris tonight, and it's frustrating.
I haven't taken a hit yet.
Nope. Nope. I'm rolling like shit with everyone else is taking it, though. God damn.
I'm taking a few.
I've also been out of the way of the lightning bolts, just out of coincidence. So
Yeah, no, like, out of sheer happenstance. That will be
God,
his
darn it.
fucking turd. Mantuka, you see Goldtooth go down. He just collapsed now next to you on the deck. There's a harpoon in your leg being tugged by an individual who is basically just hanging onto it with both hands and kind of in the water. You see him kind of being pulled ever so slowly along with the boat as your movement is going quite slow, as I said. What are you doing?
How deep or like how far from where I am to him? Like
10 feet.
10
from,
feet, so I can fucking.
Oh, you
halberd
can,
attack
yeah, you
still?
can 100% swing down. Even from where,
Oh,
it's
fuck
about
yeah.
10 feet from the high deck. It was about 8 feet from the low deck. So, like, you're well within range. Stanley, I'd say you probably are
halberds
too.
usually have a little point too.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You have, there's a few.
Yeah, I'm
Some
gonna
have a
do
hammer on the
that.
back, too. Full axes are sexy.
And
Go ahead and roll.
why not?
Are you recklessing?
No.
Okay, 27
No.
hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. This guy took the lightning bolt already, too. He's looking pretty rough. He's just hanging under there. 9. Oh.
So 9.
Not enough to do it, unfortunately. You kind of, like,
Sweet. Fuck him.
swing down with the halberd, and as he's kind of dangling there, okay, 20. I mean, that'll do it. Go ahead and roll your damage. It's kind of unnecessary. Okay, he gonna die. Yeah,
12.
he dead. This time,
It's
like,
my birthday
you
and
slash
I'm
down,
here if I
and he's like
want
just
to.
swinging back and forth. You're kind of struggling to find a good spot. You just 2 hands with the halberd pointing down in a straight line. Time it. Just wait until he comes back around and straight down, like right down in the
1,
forehead. Yeah,
2,
and he just basically lets
3.
go of the chain and sinks back into the ocean as your halberd pops out of the skull. The chain is just dangling into the water now. It is still affixed to you. That's something you may want to deal with in the future, but for now, that dude is dead.
Would you allow me to quickly pull the chain up and wrap it around whatever appendage, like my leg or wherever the fuck?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of like securing the wound in place with the chain and also dealing with the chain.
Yeah, easily done. Yeah, so I'll say it takes about your like
2 chains.
most of your movement to deal with it, but you get it wrapped around your leg, so it's not
Sure.
actively like dangling. And most importantly, nothing can swim up from below and grab
And
it.
pull my shit.
Exactly. That'll be it for you. Yes.
Yeah, I'm totally happy with that.
Okay. I mean, Stanley, at this point, you know the drill. You are swarmed again. He finishes pulling himself onto the boat, and he's gonna flank with this guy. Give me some advantage. Maybe I'll actually hit you for a change. He's gonna make a bite attack against you first. That's 12. Doesn't hit. What is going on today? And he's gonna
He's
try.
got plot armor.
Gonna try to stab you with the heart. He does have plot armor. He has plot armor from the gods right now. Like, this is not okay.
Stan
Should
cannot
I
die on the
rename
sea.
my chainmail to plot armor? in
Yeah,
D&D
I bet
Beyond?
you should. You really should. So this guy's like
Stan
comes
has
up.
to die in the desert.
And
No,
you
watch, I'm gonna
die
do
in the
that,
can't
and then
die-
you're
that's
just gonna
true.
crit.
Stanislav was never meant to die at sea. So this fish-like creature with its kind of fish-like tail just slapping around on the deck begins moving its way towards you and strikes out with an attack, and then another one, and just cannot connect with you. One actually hits like dead center torso and does not have even remotely enough force to get through the chainmail. Fuck, man. This is no fun. Gregory. It is now. It's not your turn. It is now this guy's turn. You're up next. So he is going to use his movement to swim you away from the boat. So he has you with the harpoon, and he's going to just continue pulling you away. So he's moving at reduced movement. It is actually, let's roll contested strength here to see if he can just hang on to you with the harpoon. Natural 20 for a 24.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. But let's just see. Maybe I do it.
Maybe.
I do it?
You do not
Did I do it?
No, you do not do
No.
it. So you are going to move fucking off the map, apparently.
Up.
Actually, he's not going to swim you away from the boat. He's going to swim you straight down.
That's
You're,
fine.
you are now
That's
20,
fine.
20 feet below the surface. As you struggle against him, he has the harpoon in your leg, and he has one hand just holding your clothes, and he's swimming you down. You feel the water beginning to rush into your mouth. You have, as long as your constitution bonus is, that's how many minutes you have to breathe underwater. Or to survive underwater, holding your breath. Kind of ridiculous for people with high cons. But you are now 20 feet under the surface of the ocean. He is also going to take his attacks against you. First one's going to be a bite attack. That's
He
15.
deserves it.
15 to hit you. I believe you
That
have-
meets it, beats it.
Yeah, 7 points piercing damage as his teeth just sink into your shoulder. Kind of take a chunk right out of your muscle there. And then he is going to claw attack you as well for an 8. So that one is going to miss as he kind of sends the claw forward trying to stab into you. You just two hands and you're just kind of holding it back as they're pushing you further and further down. You see the ship kind of moving ever so slowly away from you. Very, very slowly away from you as you're just descending beneath the ocean. It is now your turn.
Okay, so the first thing I do is whenever I kind of push away from him a little bit, the box instinctively opens up as I'm sort of going on. Oh,
Yeah, at this point, there is no pushing away from him. He has you held firm.
oh, that's fine. Okay, I start going under and I start flailing around and I hit the box by accident. It opens up and from it, just a very tiny glow comes under the water because I'm halfway under. So it's just, and then I'm just gonna cast Healing Word as a tiny little shell comes out of the water, opens up, and a little light show is going on behind it as a little broken pearl starts to sing a song.
Okay, so you cast Healing Word on yourself?
Yes! Healing Word on myself there.
I was gonna feel really bad about this until you did that. So Healing Word has a verbal component. You are 20 feet under the water. So as you open your mouth to speak the words and cast the spell, you do manage to do so. You have enough air in your lungs to say the verbal components of the spell. But you feel the water rush into your lungs, and you are now drowning. You have no breath
scream,
left.
help me,
Yeah,
and that's what gets in.
You are now drowning. But you heal.
That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and with that gulp of air, I just think, well, this can't happen like this. I had the mask right in front of me, and I just slap it on in that moment. And I am going to action turn into a shark.
Okay. What level druid are you again?
Level 4.
I don't believe a level 4. I
5.
don't believe a level 5 druid can turn into something with a swim speed. You might have to check
Yes,
that.
it can.
Okay, you're good? Sweet.
Yeah.
I'll trust you on that one.
I think it's level 4 when it happened.
I don't remember. It's been many moons since I played a druid.
Double checking.
Wild shape.
No flying speed.
Yep, you're good. So 4th level. Perfect. Good, good. So you turn into a shark. The harpoon is still through your torso at this point. He's hanging on to you. But you do manage to B-shape, and you are now a shark. You are no longer drowning.
You see just a swirl of black and red water swirls around Gregory, and he turns into a giant shark that has this like bone mask with red eyes that's constantly shifting with gross teeth, bucket ass. He's just nasty
Hardcore.
looking. Nasty. Street shark Gregory.
Are you
Okay.
left shark or right shark?
Conservative.
Conservative shark.
I'm a conservative shark, clearly.
Even sharker.
Oh, I love it. It's great.
LGBTQS. S stands for shark.
Oh god.
Gay shark.
Oh god, I'm so glad this has happened. Okay, so you're a shark. That is your turn. Oh man,
That was
we
amazing.
got nips on stream for the first time ever. Let's go. Oh my god. Okay, so that'll be your turn. Your snake does get a turn. It is now 20 feet above you. It did not follow you down. However, he would have had attack of opportunity against the mer person pulling you away from it, technically speaking. So go ahead
That's
and make that now.
wonderful.
Go ahead and make that now.
I'll-
The guy hadn't taken a lot of hits yet, so he's looking pretty decent. But
And that would be from there's 2 of them. I
There
got
is,
my
yep.
one's named Bitey and the other named Biddy.
Biddy and
Uh,
Bitey, got it. We love it.
Biddy and Bitey. So got Biddy and Bitey. Go.
2 hits in a row, same roll.
Gorgeous.
Love that.
And damage.
Okay.
Nom nom nom.
2d6 plus 4, not bad, eh?
Yeah. So
and
as he's
you
swimming
said
away,
they
the
moved
two.
away 20 feet.
Yeah, the guy holding you swam you and him 20 feet below the surface. The snakes are 20
They have
feet
a
above
30
you,
feet swim speed.
so they can swim down to you if they want to.
Hurrah! Let's hope they. What's their con? 12. Well, you're drowning today, Biddy and Bitey. All right.
I feel like snakes can hold their breath for a little bit. Like,
At least a minute.
I
At
feel like
least,
they'll
right?
be okay. Yeah. We'll see.
So,
we'll see what happens.
Biddy, Bitey.
Critical strike, and then a big hit. So what's the max he can do on a strike with the snake?
2d6 plus
Okay,
4.
So 12 plus 4 is 16. And then go ahead and roll, and we'll add 16 to it.
Biddy and Bitey.
25. So 25 points of damage, and then 7 points of damage.
Holy
He
shit.
swims you away, and at this point you're below the ocean. You turn into a shark, and as you do, you see the 2 snakes kind of swim up behind him and take 2 chunks right out of his back. You see the blood again now spreading and forming this massive cloud around you. He's not dead, but he's bloodied for sure. Like, the waters has so much blood in it at this point that you're having trouble seeing, and it kind of gets into your nose, and you feel the shark beginning to take over.
Yeah,
and-
there's a moment when the blood comes in, and you just see a big smile come up on Street Shark Gregory.
and we
He's
love
gonna go into a feeding frenzy.
that.
Fish are friends, not food.
Danislav.
They're all of it.
Danislav, it's your turn. What are you doing? You have
Okay.
2 on either side of you. A third
Yeah.
one crawling towards you over the cargo, just pulling itself with its claws as best as it can. And as far as you can tell, someone's shooting lightning out of their ass somewhere off the front of the ship.
Dope. Do we come out of the fog now?
Not until the start of the 20 order when he moves the ship. We'd say, yeah. Yeah, so it'd be on his turn.
Okay.
So no.
In
Yeah, you guys
that
like
case.
barely moving at this point, like 5 feet a turn. It's a fucking crawl at this. You'll be in the fog for the whole fight, basically.
Okay. Well, I got these two dudes around me, so I'm just gonna take a whack at the guy in front of me first. I
That
don't think either of them have been hit.
it left or
Get
right.
him! Whack the guy!
In
Right,
front of you means nothing to me.
I'll do right guy first.
Okay, there you go.
16 to hit.
16 does hit. Yes.
Cool. Get that. 11 plus 6.
Plus
So
6.
17 total.
Is that the smite on the 6, or is that just a bonus that you get?
That's the level 11 feature that I get. Every melee attack I do deals an extra d8 radiant damage.
Love it. So you bring the axe down now that you have the shield out of the way after you're blocking. You slice it down into the marrow and pull the axe out. He's still standing in front of you, has the harpoon ready for another bout of attacks, but there's a wound several inches deep in his torso, and you see the blood begin to trickle out. He's starting to... He's not doing great. He's not doing bad.
I'm gonna try and
Even
polish
better.
him off.
Yeah, he hasn't taken a lot yet. You guys haven't done a lot of damage in this fight, except for Mantuka, who's mostly been
21.
that side of the boat. 21 hits.
10 plus 8. 18.
Okay, that'll do it for that one.
That's the DM telling you to be better. Be like Mantuka, bitches.
So that, with that strike, is enough to do it this time. You bring the axe down the first time, carve into the torso, and the second strike you aim for the exact same spot, and force the axe down with your elbow a little further, cutting deeper in, and the body just collapses, kind of like the tail flops around a little bit like a fish out of water, and then he kind of begins sliding off the back of the boat because he wasn't completely on yet.
Now, can I sense an unconscious Goldtooth Garrick in my aura of...
No. It
Healing?
doesn't give you the ability to sense unconscious people, as far as I know.
Don't have to see them.
You have no idea he's unconscious at all.
Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you. You can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura, including you, to regain 2d6 hit points. It's very vague on those details.
No, you could not see him go down. You have no idea he is down at all. You just know he ran.
Okay. In that case, I'm taking a hit. I'm just gonna move away from this guy. I'll let him take an attack of opportunity on me.
Okay, go ahead.
I assume he's gonna try and harpoon me.
Oh yeah, 100%. 12 doesn't hit.
Okay, it doesn't hit. Cool. So then, I just want to get to the front of the ship. So now I see this guy.
Hmm?
And I'm here. Now I come out of the fog, right?
Yep.
Nice, nice.
That fucker over there.
Still can't see him.
Oh right, he's below the.
Yeah, he's like, here's the edge of the ship. Here's this guy. You can't.
I forgot that he was sunken down. Okay, so I'm gonna just stay right there, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Now you might be able to get a visual. Roll me a
Be
perception
better.
check on him. Yep, you're good. All right. That'll be your turn.
20.
You definitely see something down there. You don't like have a perfectly clear visual. He's mostly covered, but every now and again you see a head kind of bobbing up with the waves.
Okay, I'll
That'll be
clock it.
it for your turn. Next up is gonna be this dude, who's just going to swim up to the side of the boat. Have a fuckload of swim speed, and then he's gonna climb, and he is gonna throw his harpoon at your back.
Oh.
Come on. 11. Nope, not gonna hit. You see a harpoon just fly out of the fog over your shoulder. Just, I don't honestly. I haven't rolled above a fucking 14 to hit you this whole game. It's starting to annoy me. That's okay.
Plot armor.
The literal plot armor. I've never seen actual
Armor.
plot armor happen before. However, and that's gonna be it for him. Next up is the guy next to you who gets a full round of attacks against you. He's gonna take a claw attack. 24. 10 points of slashing damage to you as the claws just rake across your torso and actually manage to get through your chainmail and tear open a small hole in it. Probably gonna need some light repairs on that one. Next up, harpoon is a 12. So no.
Magic.
The harpoon does not hit. Once again, you get the shield in the way and you kind of hold it against you, your axe up over your shoulder, and push your feet back as the harpoon just catches into it. Not gonna cut it today. However, this individual, kind of seeing you now, fucking looking down at him as he's trying to focus on doing his thing, is going to look at you, and I need you. Hmm. Okay. He is going to cast Hold Person on you. Not that you know. You need to make me a Wisdom saving throw, please, Stanislav.
Can I see him currently? Like, head bobbed over? Is he doing this?
Roll me a perception check, I'd say.
Okay. Because
He's like basically a head in the water. He's casting underneath.
probably
it.
not.
I'm gonna say you don't have enough to see it, unfortunately.
Nope.
You
Okay.
kind of like look over the boat as he just releases something up at you. You did not manage to catch him casting. And
Wisdom save?
Wisdom saving throw, please.
26.
More than enough. You feel your muscles begin to go rigid. A familiar feeling. This is what the leader of the Imperium prison camp used on you, and is not a feeling you enjoy very much. And you just shake it off, and you feel that moment of rage begin to take over as a familiar feeling creeps over you. That will be it for his action. He is going to use his movement speed to swim 40 feet into the fog. At a certain, he just goes underwater and swims away from you, and you lose visual entirely on him. That will be it.
He's clever.
He's smart. Mantuka, you do not see much, but it is your turn. You got some stuff going on. What do you want to do?
You're right. I'm still in the fog, so I don't see a lot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull back to the mast and put my back to it.
Smart.
And I'm gonna rummage in my bag. I'm gonna pull up my wineskin. Thirsty. So thirsty after getting this shit kicked out of me.
I'm gonna die drunk.
And with that, I'm gonna invoke the amulet of the drunkard.
All right!
And,
I forgot about that!
Take a swig and
Yep.
get 4d4 plus 4 worth of health back.
Okay, we
I
love
was like,
that.
all right, Mantuka's getting slithered just for fun.
Yep. So I also I forgot the ship didn't take their action after the 20th turn, so I'll do that after your turn. Anything else you'd like to do? You heal for the hit
no.
points. Basically
I'm
normal potion of healing. Well done. Smart. I'm glad
Nice.
you used the homebrew item. Or the special item. Appreciate it.
So
Nice!
I
10.
got 14.
There you go.
So
Hell
that's
yeah.
not
Hell
too
yeah.
shabby.
That is pretty damn solid. That's going to be your turn, yes?
Wee.
Okay. So next up, Silvos doesn't have a super clear visual of what's going on, but he does kind of catch this guy down here doing stuff and moving around. He is going to call lightning against him. Dex save. You will also fail.
I hate that spell!
No, he's not doing it on you.
I still have PTS sailboat!
That's 15.
Post-traumatic
Oh.
sailboat syndrome.
Okay, so not enough to kill him. You guys, Stanislav, you just see a beam of lightning now come. Now that you're out of the fog, looking above the ship, you see a roiling mass of black clouds in this storm that's kind of centralized on your ship. As you see just a flash of lightning shoot down from it and kind of disappear into the fog. And you hear something very audibly react.
Oh, I hope that's good
and some
lightning.
snarling, and you hear something just flopping around on the deck. It seems like this.
I think it's good lightning.
Yeah, it's good lightning. Definitely seems like it was good lightning. That will be Silvos' turn. You make a death save for Goldtooth.
Oh no.
Mhm.
I'd do something, but I'm under the water as a shark.
I'm a shark.
Grady shark. Do.
Okay, so he has one success. You guys don't know that. And then the other dude. I'm just gonna roll it from Goldtooth. Okay. So that'll be it for them. Next up is this dude who's down here. Just took the lightning. He only has 10 feet of movement, so he can't really do much. He has no clue where Mantuka is. He just know where you left from. So he's gonna move 10 feet and take a throw at you. Come on, it's just one.
At me?
20. No, he's
There you
taking a
go.
throw at Stanislav. 24 to hit.
Oh, good.
That's
Fuck
10
Stan.
points of piercing. So as you're approaching, you see the caster release the spell at you. You shrug off the hold person, and as you do, you feel a harpoon just come right through the back of your right calf, and kind of just like, and then you feel it yank out. I need you to make me a strength check against me, please. You need to be a
Check
9.
a saving throw.
Check. Contested strength checks for this.
22.
No worries. You feel the chain go taut and begin pulling. Your foot slides across the deck just briefly, and you dig your boot in, and you hold yourself still. You do not get pulled. There is, however, a harpoon now sticking out of your calf. It is painful.
Yep.
It is uncomfortable.
Join the club.
Next up will be the individual who has Ryan. You guys have no idea Gregory's been taken off the boat. I mean, actually,
I saw
Stanley,
him go.
you saw him get yanked off the
Yeah.
boat, but as far as you
I know
know,
he can handle himself.
Aw,
you hope he can handle himself.
Street Shark Gregory.
Okay, so Merrow Shallow Police still has you just like by the harpoon, or Shallow Priest, sorry, and he's going to cast. Well, those are very fun.
This isn't very festive.
He's gonna let you go.
It's the snake shark wombo combo.
He's gonna let you go and swim around so you're in a line with him and his sharks. If your snakes want to make an attack of opportunity, they're free to.
Oh yeah, they do. Boop. And boop. All right, bite him, bitey and bitty.
Bite him, bitty. Okay, so 25 does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage on that one.
Hope. Go. Not bad, 14.
Dude, your snake's been doing work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he is going to.
Giant constrictor snakes
he's-
are my favorite.
He's gonna swim around in front of you, and you're gonna see him just clap his two hands together. And you're gonna see a shockwave just erupt as he casts Thunder Wave. But he's definitely upcasting it. You see what, like a spell you're normally accustomed to. You've seen Thunder Waves used before. This is sizably bigger than that. He's gonna upcast it to 3rd level and increase the damage by an extra 2d8. So everyone in a 15-foot cube, which is you and on both of your snakes, need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Go.
Yeah.
Nicky
Bitty.
snacks.
Bitty. Go, bitey. And Street Shark Gregory. Oh, his con's not great. Let's hope. Go.
The 13 they have to beat, I believe.
I got a
Both
2, a
snakes rolled
2,
a nat one.
and a 16. Bitty and Buddy, you're awful at what you do.
Okay, so 4d8 total on this one then. Let's go ahead and roll
I
that.
think they have a sick amount of HP.
17 points of thunder damage to the 3 of you, or to the 2 snakes, and then halved, we round up. So 9 to you, Gregory, in your shark form, as this thunder wave just erupts and blasts a lot of you back. So everyone who failed is going to get pushed back, if memory serves, 10 feet away. Yeah! So they're going to get pushed 10 feet back. Everyone else on the ship at this point, you hear kind of erupt from below. You hear the sound of waves breaking at the back of the ship as water is just expunged into the sky. What's up, Morty? Welcome in. How you doing? And as far as you know, there's some shit going on behind the boat.
Fucking depth charge.
Basically a depth charge. Just, yeah, quite literally a depth charge, which just went off like. Woof. Gregory,
It's funny,
however,
in real life, that would like rupture all of your internal organs.
Yep, 100%, 100%.
Poor snakes.
Gregory, you're next in the turn order. However,
Okay.
you're a shark, and this individual is just hanging out right in front of you now. He just cast that spell at you. What are you doing?
He's still got a hold on me with one hand, I bet, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and bite his hand.
Yeah, basically he has the harpoon in your side, so you can kind of reach around and get a chunk of the bicep on him. Go ahead and roll.
Son of a jerk, you blasted away my allies, so I don't get advantage with path tactics, but
14 does not hit, unfortunately.
Damn it.
You kind of lash out with your shark bite, and he just kind of quickly swims out of the way, still holding the harpoon, but at a bit of a greater distance. Good try, buddy.
that's
Good try,
fine
buddy.
with me. I just kind of miss, and then you see little Street Shark Gregory sort of does that anime look back and smile as you see the 2 snakes just coming right at you.
Coming right back. Okay, so they can come back to there, basically.
And this time, I'm gonna try a little a bear hug, snake bear hug,
Okay,
snare hug.
you're gonna try to grapple him with one of the snakes.
Strict, yeah, with both of them. So that's 2 attacks.
Both hit.
Both hit fantastic, and
Yeah.
so here's the damage. And hi Mike. And and that's 2 strength saves of 16 to try and get out. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, if you get hit. Yeah.
Yeah. So it gets out of one. The first snake kind of like lashes and squeezes, and you see the marrow piece as it closes around his neck. And then the other one starts wrapping around his leg, but he very quickly just claws it off, and it kind of falls away. But while he's distracted trying to get that off, you see the constrictor that is wrapped around his neck squeeze, and you see the eyes begin to go wide, and he begins thrashing and struggling around in the water. The harpoon still in the side of your shark, your flank, and you see as the neck just at a very awkward angle as the snake tightens its last turn and constricts the neck into breaking. It was all the damage you needed on that one, buddy.
It's just a moment where the shark sort of does that, which and shark loosely translates to Biddy's always been better at strangling.
Mm-hmm. We gotta hydrate, and I have disadvantage on my next roll.
Water jug. Go.
Speaking of which, Gregory, that is your turn, correct?
That's me, Biddy, and Bitey.
Okay, Stanny, you're up.
Alrighty. Keep cleaning up. Hit the dude on my left.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
27.
That's gonna hit.
Mm.
That's really gonna hit.
Has this guy been hit yet?
As far as I know, no.
Okay, I'm gonna put a first level smite.
Fair enough. 27 hits. Yeah, that hits.
So then this is just the extra D8 that I get for everything, so that's
Yep.
Get
Throw your,
smoked.
throw your smite on that if you want to.
plus.
Smoot.
That is 2D8.
I'd like to smoot with
Let me
my.
just make sure. You guys aren't undead, are they?
100%. Not undead. Very monstrous.
Why they look like that?
Oh, that's 24, 28 total.
Beautiful. He's still up, but he is like in one strike. You managed to take a good almost half this dude's HP off. He's like at this point has a deep wound through his arm that carves right into his torso. He's starting to kind of look around and reassess his life choices a little bit.
Did my face freeze?
No, you're good.
Because all of you guys are frozen for me, including me.
No, you're fine.
Oh.
If we lose you, we'll hold up a minute.
You.
That sounds like. Can you hear us? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Yeah,
fine.
that's all that matters. We're good then. We're good.
Okay, so
Yeah, one more attack.
what a waste. I was hoping to kill this guy in one hit. Yes, absolutely. Second.
I mean, you guys are level
Sure,
11.
okay.
You're beyond fighting enemies. You're going to be able to kill in one hit
15?
for the most part. 15 is just going to do it. Yeah, you have to be a 13. Not heavily armored. 14. Okay. Are you smiting as well? 8. Oh, damn.
This is just that's the
Okay.
Imperium.
So
that's
total-
22 more
okay.
damage.
So that'll do it.
Perfect.
This time you kind of like start moving past. You turn, crossover strike, and then immediately before he can recover, just come back down and sink the axe into the torso and like pry it out. The body falls kind of limply onto the cargo that you guys were hauling. As far as you can tell, there's 2 more left, kind of doing something in the area behind you, and things are looking pretty gnarly from around here. Also, by this point, because your turn, and after your turn, the ship moves. So basically,
I'm not done yet.
at this point, you're going to start to see the ship move a little more out of the fog. So what are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to heal Mantuka for 2d6.
Yay!
With your
Or,
radiant orb. Okay, absolutely. Go ahead, Mantuka.
Oh, hold on. Let me roll 2. I've been hit twice. Let me roll 2 con saves
True.
before that happened.
They
Yeah,
didn't
I'm
say
good.
it. You're good. You're good.
So you heal 6 points, Mantuka.
There you go.
6 points.
Yeah.
What does your healing smell like?
Like light body odor. At this point in time.
Smells like
That's
gym.
when you're choosing your healing to
He
smell.
heals
like
by.
VO.
He's
No, but
a
it's
gym
like-
bro, dude.
You can
It's
pick
like
anything
really-
like popcorn,
it's
like
like-
VO.
No. It's like really light body odor, like when you walk into an arena, for example.
It doesn't make it any better if it's light or
mixed
dark.
Mixed with the smell of pine and fresh cooked stew.
Okay. Okay.
I've got so many more. Anyway, obviously, so many
you
questions for
you
you.
heal.
But,
You heal. There you go. That's the main
It
thing
doesn't
that
smell like
matters
anything.
here.
It's magic.
You heal up.
I gave you a moment, and you just I'm just saying.
I'm gonna move over here
Okay.
with this fucker's harpoon in my leg.
Fair enough. So at this point, you begin making your way back into the fog, the chain kind of dragging behind you.
Ow! Ow!
And looking
With
to
every
your
step.
left, you see a familiar figure, Goldtooth, just face down on the deck.
Oh shit!
Either unconscious, possibly dead. You have no way of knowing whatsoever.
Okay.
Next up, this guy is gonna do his thing. Kind of taking a minute, figuring where stuff is. He can swim 40 feet. He's gonna head back this way, where he saw Gregory just massacre his friend underwater.
Did you just skip initiative 18, dude?
Did
Was
I?
he dead?
Oh, I did. Oh yeah, my bad. So he's. I mean, you know what he's gonna do.
Just the guy. Okay, it's the one on the right now. Okay.
Yeah. He's gonna try to harpoon you, because that's all he got.
All he got.
I don't even want to roll against you anymore, dude. This is like, it's not even fucking fun for me. I'm hitting everyone else. I'm having a right good time, and just nothing is working out for me.
Can I use my reaction again to try and cut it away from them?
If you want, yeah, go ahead.
I do. I don't have any other good reactions.
Roll an attack. Gregor, what's the con save for?
When I got hit by Thunderwave, I was gonna be like,
Oh, for the
he's
con
not
animals.
dead.
18. Not enough to break through the chain this time around, unfortunately. So your axe hits it, and you just feel it kind of bounce off, and you look, and there's a chip out of it. One more strike probably do the trick, but it wasn't quite enough to just completely sever the chain. So he pulls it back to himself, and has it on his person now. Next up, this guy's going to swim to the back of the boat, and he's going to... he has 5 more feet. He's going to try to do this without hurting his homies. He swims back to the middle of the boat, and he's going to send it straight up the middle, so I need a save from Mantuka, Stanislav, and Silvos as he uses his... Oh, wait. He doesn't have that left anymore. He used all 3 of his lightning bolts. Never mind. Fuck we caught
him.
the DM ruling on that one. So he doesn't have a whole lot he can...
He spent all his money.
Doesn't have a whole lot he can really do from here. So Mantuka, you just... you
die on my halberd.
A little too far away from that shit.
Not if I throw it, I have a spare one!
Wah!
Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw as he casts a hold person on 2nd level. Actually, he's gonna upcast it. And he is going to cast it on both Stanislav and Mantuka. So I need both of you to make me wisdom saving throws.
Fucking fuck. Wisdom saving throw?
Yep. You gotta beat a 13, I believe it is. Yep.
Alright. I might do this with advantage.
Danny succeeds. Come on. Yeah, if you want to use that advantage now, it's time.
I got 19. I'm feeling confident with 19.
Damn it. Okay. So once again, you and
damn it, me.
You and Stanislav both. You look over, you see Stanislav shake it off too, as the spell does not manage to take effect. You hear a frustrated grunt coming from in the ocean, the sound of something smacking the water in frustration. Does not seem to have been able to do much. He is going to use his movement now to
I'm having a shitty day too.
Down towards Gregory. He's actually going to go down there. So he's about 15 feet below the surface now, and Gregory, you just see this creature making its way towards you as it's doing. So underwater, you see its like fins on the side of his face start fanning out, and he starts screaming and making these noises at you, and you kind of... Seems like he's maybe calling. Seems like he's trying to say something to someone. You don't understand what he's saying, but what are you doing?
Gotta cut that in the bud.
Yeah, that's it's Mantuka now. Mantuka, what are you up to?
What is the current fog-like situation? Can
that's a
I
good point.
see?
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Just
by this
so I
point,
play honest for-
the fog has moved to about there.
Okay, so would I have line of sight on these dudes? Because I'm
Yeah,
kind of in the fog,
now you're right on the edge of it. You can definitely see out of it. You do see those two.
Cool.
So you do have
I'm
line of
just gonna
sight.
fucking go over here, and I'm gonna.
Being Rich, I need to.
Can I visually check which one's more fucking hurt?
I gotta make a save for Goldtooth on his last turn. I forgot to.
Okay, you do you, honey boo boo.
Oh, and one for the other dude.
I'm gonna steal that. That's great.
Hey, baby.
Go ahead.
You do you, honey boo boo.
So you make your way over to there. All right. Back to layer. Sounds good.
Just want to know. I just want to know if I can do a perception check or whatever to see which one of these mother effers is more hurt. or if that's allowed.
They look about equal in terms of damage taken, I would say. Just right off the bat.
Excellent.
Both of them have like two
Lefty
or three kind of wounds. At this point, you're standing on top of cargo, kind of swinging
I said
down
Lefty
at them.
Lucy.
They're swinging for
Lefty,
lefty.
Lucy, righty tighty.
18
I
definitely hits. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's gonna-
That's how it works in the propane industry.
That boy ain't
so
right.
For 12
Oh,
slashing?
yeah.
12 hits. He's not dead yet, but he takes the hit as you slash
No,
down
he's
into him.
gonna be.
He looks up at you and just spits water at you. All the seawater kind of spits into your face.
Fuck you, I'll drown you.
I'll drown you.
15 for Jesus
hits.
Christ math for 15 damage.
Okay, that will do it. There's just the one left. Is this time you stab down once again, pinning it right through the torso and into the deck, kind of halfway up where the tail meets the body, and it just kind of lays there flat and dead as you just finish it off. They don't have a lot of HP, just enough to make it challenging.
How
for you guys.
rude! You're supposed to swallow.
Boy, you
Hashtag
better not.
only if you consent to it. Oh, no.
Don't you better not.
That'll be your turn, yes?
Oh,
Okay,
God.
okay.
Yeah, that's me.
Gregor, you're up. You are still a shark. You have your snake companions with you, and then there's this one figure just making his way towards you now.
Buddy, Biddy, and Street Shark Gregory are gonna go ahead. So I'm gonna do a little bit of cheesiness here. It's gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna go and on my turn, move up to him, swim up to him. Sorry, with my as a shark, and then as soon as I get to him, I just stop and smile as I hold my action for when the giant constrictor snakes known as Bitey and Biddy make their way there towards him.
Okay. So go ahead and make. What are you doing with Bitey and Bodie or whatever?
They're gonna go ahead and do the same thing, and they move their way towards him, and they make their attacks. I'm gonna go ahead and try and silence them. I think Bitey and Biddy don't like the song this man is singing, and so
Mhm.
they're gonna go ahead and Bitey, Biddy, constrict him.
So
Either one of those hit.
the 15 just barely does. Just meets
Oh.
the AC.
So there's the damage, and they are now constricted. And I'm hoping that let's say that this time it's Bitey, so it's not the best stranglehold. It's a little loosey goosey. It's a little fey, you know.
Mhm.
He's got loose
Okay.
wrists, if you could, with a snake. Then Street Shark Gregory comes along, and the smile turns into a little more malice, and he's gonna bite with advantage because I got my buddy Pack Tactics.
Yep.
Whoop.
Go ahead.
Let's hope this works this time.
The 15 hits.
Yeah,
And he needs to make a strength save against the constriction, right?
That is correct.
12. So
Doesn't.
doesn't make it. So he's constricted
make it.
currently. Okay.
Bitey, you know what? That's a gay hold you got holding on there, baby, but it's working. It's working. I say as a shark.
Fair enough. Yeah. In
3
shark.
damage. Christ Jesus.
Yikes.
Fun fact:
I-
as you speak in shark, you notice the Merrow, as you're speaking Aquan as a shark,
Uh-oh.
immediately pick up on what you're saying to it, and he looks at you and says, "I will rend your flesh from your bones." He's just spitting insults at you now through the water, and it sounds like this weird bubbly kind of sound underneath as he's speaking. It's quite unpleasant. We got a raid from Goblins and Warlocks.
Hey,
What up, buddy? Let's go.
show me your fish fin.
How you doing, homie? How's the stream? Hope you're doing good, man. We're just finishing up our little fight-see here. Let's
I'm a
go.
shark.
I'm a shark. So he is currently constricted. You rolled and got 3 damage. Well
I'm
done.
gonna go ahead. It's just like it was just a nibble, sort of, and then as soon as I got on my teeth on him, I started hearing him talk, and I stopped.
Mhm.
Just, I just think I shouldn't have been able to understand that. That was weird. I come off of him just like.
Just a little stunned by what you just got. Okay, fair enough.
"Ah."
Absolutely fair enough.
My turn.
That's your turn. Stanny, you're up. There's just the one opponent currently on the ship, and you see around you now Mantuka standing pretty grievously wounded, but the bleeding has stopped. He's been healing him actively. And then just the body of Goldtooth Garrick face down on the
Do I
deck.
see the other dude by the cannon?
Yes, looking quite a bit worse for wear.
Oh boy. All right.
He like
Um,
I mean, it's hard to tell which one's closer to dying, but they're both unconscious and probably dying. Thank you for the
Okay.
raid. What's up, Broomstick? Welcome
I'm
in.
gonna slide down here.
Mhm.
For my action, I'm gonna kneel down and I'm gonna just put both my hands on Goldtooth's shoulder and put 20 points of lay on hands in him.
Okay.
Bonus action, correct? Or action?
No, that's my action.
Fair enough.
To do. And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna use my aura of vitality on the other guy by the cannon.
Okay. You see both of them begin to stir. Goldtooth looking a little better. 5 points. Okay. The individual who's laying on the cannon was 1 death save away from failing, and his like even as you bring the life back into his unconscious body, you can see like one arm is horribly twisted behind him from the 40-foot fall. Probably gonna have some sizable damage, but he is alive, and as he kind of like comes to, he looks down now at his arm that has been thoroughly broken in several places and just starts screaming at the top of his lungs like, fuck! God! And he looks up and kind of like takes in what's going around the boat.
Buddy.
And that's really all he's got. What are you doing?
So that was 5 feet of movement.
Your action and your bonus action, yes.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna come up here and face off against this last fucker.
Okay, fair enough.
Face off.
Face off. That'll be your turn, yes?
Yep.
Okay. So this last fucker is very frustrated because not one harpoon has hit you all fucking night, and it's starting to annoy me. I'm getting frustrated about it. He's just going to unleash an entire wave of attacks against you. First one is going to be a claw. The 17 to hit you, that's a miss. I know your AC by now. And then the harpoon, the last desperate harpoon attempt, he's
Hey.
going to come forward and stab it right into your stomach. That hits,
Most
yes?
certainly hits. Yep.
Okay, you take 11 points of piercing damage. And then he is going to use his movement to jump off the ship and try to drag you with him, with the harpoon in your torso. Roll me a contested strength check, please.
Roll a 10.
Yes, good duty.
Oh, I
Read.
love that. So Mantuka, you watch as Stanislav just like looks like he's about to square up with this dude or this Merrow, and the Merrow just reaches out one hand into the torso and then off the ship, pulling the harpoon and Stanislav with him as he goes. Stanislav just falls
Bye,
over.
Felicia.
Can I make a dex save to try and grab the rail?
Unfortunately, no, not in that case.
Bye,
Yeah, you just are in the water at this point. You collapse in. You feel water begin to fill your lungs. You struggle to hold yourself above surface. He unfortunately used his 10 foot of dry land movement to yeet himself into the ocean, so he can't start swimming you below the surface yet. But you are now swimming in water with this creature who is just trying to pull you down. The harpoon still in your guts.
Ow.
Yeah. This guy who is currently
Yeah.
grappled by the snake is not overly happy about that.
Aren't you happy I made you strip your plate last session?
Yeah, have you been counting your armor this whole game?
Stanislav forgot about that and put it back on. So no, I'll be
Fuck, I hope
whatever.
you tried, you fucking idiot.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
I
I'll
was
be
like-
whatever you want in the water.
Yeah, you are swimming at disadvantage now. You're wearing heavy
Fine.
mail. Yep.
That's okay. We have a shark and 2 snakes to come and
Yeah,
save you.
so this guy cannot escape the snake, unfortunately. So he, being frustrated, is going to deal with it somehow. He still has all his spell slots. I'm just like, I want to use a lightning bolt, but he underwater. That's probably not a great idea.
Water lightning bolt.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Fuck.
it's probably not a very awesome idea.
Everyone stand behind me.
Um,
This motherfucker's wearing plate mail.
Oh no!
Clear.
so he is going to go ahead and cast Misty Step on himself.
Jesus
So
ain't gonna find
Gregory,
you underwater.
Gregory, you see a very familiar spell begin to take shape as he begins casting with what little hand movement he has, and then there's just a vacuum of water that quickly fills in, and he kind of pulled for a second as he disappears and arrives at 30 feet. He wants to be 30 feet away from the snakes, so he's going to move 30 feet that way. And he just and you see him reappear in the ocean now, looking at you, a smile on his face. You see just a little spark start to form around the edges of his harpoon. What do you do? Oh, it's not your turn. It's Mantuka up next. He does still have movement, actually, so he's gonna go ahead Use his movement to swim away a little bit.
Yeah.
No, not completely. He still wants you in range. Mantuki, you're up. What are you doing?
Do I see anyone?
You
like,
see
as I'm looking-
Stanislav get yeeted into the ocean, and then all you see now is, as you look out, is just horizon. There's no more creatures. Stanny is like off the edge
Okay.
of the boat where you can see him. Like he's visible
I
to you
will
at the
run-
moment.
I'll run to the side of the boat that I saw Stanny get yeeted off,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna look overboard. What do I see? Do I see?
Yeah, you see
Stanny?
Stanny
Okay.
just like currently struggling with this creature's trying to pull him under. Creature's mostly underwater at this point. Stanny's kind of on top of him, floating as he's trying to pull him down. So you don't really have a super clear shot. He's about half cover, I'd say. He's got a little AC bonus.
I've got a GM question for you.
Hit me.
I'm just what scorching rays. It's like it touches the surface of the waters, or like Superman, like laser beam.
Say that sounds like it would be a fair time to make an Arcana check, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, let me tell you things that Mantuka's super good at.
He's a
Arcana-
he's. I will say he's the guy swimming is still technically in the 5-foot square at the top of the ocean, so he is in range. Like you're not sure if it'll travel through the water at all, but like every now and again you see a bit of a tail pop up in his head as he kind of struggling with Stanislav. You do still have a clear shot with the scorching ray.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that Arcana roll.
Go ahead.
Smart boy.
That wasn't much. Well, 10. Yay! It's a little bit. It's not 8.
There you go.
So he's still in fucking Mantuka.
Yeah, he's
rage
in
stabby mode?
scorching ray range. Stabbing
Scorching
range.
Scorching.
Stabbing, it's a little tough because he's about 8 feet down and then another 5 feet out. So it's a bit of a reach, but you could probably make it. I'll give you that one. Because
Okay, well, if you
because
give me
Stanny
2
is
for
going
one,
to
then I'll take
probably
2 for one.
die if not. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do it recklessly too, just between the boys, and I'm gonna try to, murder him.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
he hasn't. This guy hasn't taken a whole lot of hits. Yeah, he's looking okay. He's at
So
a
19 to hit.
19 hits on both counts, or on one count. Yes.
For 12 damage,
Okay.
and my second attack.
Go ahead and roll your damage or your second attack.
Still
Pretty close.
recklessly. 24 to hit. Yeah.
Does hit.
For 10, so 13 slashing more damage.
Unfortunately, that is not quite enough to kill him. You slash down and you're kind of cutting partially into the water as you're doing so and struggling. But you do manage to lay some hits in. He's taking damage. You see
I'm
this
okay with that.
kind of dark
I
blue, almost
can't-
blackish blood begin to cloud around him and Stanislav. Stanny, even while you're fighting now, you feel the water getting in your mouth has like a slightly different taste to it. Now it tastes kind of fishy. Yeah, it's pretty unpleasant. It's not great.
As
Yeah.
I'm fucking wrestling with him.
Mantuka, that'll be your turn, correct?
Correct.
Okay, next up, Gregory, you are again now about 20 feet under the surface. You see this guy has just poured it away from you, trying to get out of range of the snakes that keep grappling him. What are you doing?
Gregory's still a little shocked that he just understood him, and he's like, I'm getting stronger, or there's more to this mask than I thought. Gonna go ahead and start to swim over by the snake and just go right above him and turn around, and then another big smile comes over Shark Gregory as he poof bonus action reverts form.
Mm-hmm.
And in that moment, the box opens up, and a tiny little gray blob in a pink chair with a little scuba mask pops up.
See some little bubbles coming out of the top of the
Yeah.
mask.
And the little screens, they look like little doors to a submarine. And in every little screen, you see the Merrow guy, just different angles, the back of his head, his ass, all the different angles of him. As I cast it at 6th level.
Wait, what are you casting?
Magic missile
Mm-hmm.
at 6th level.
That's 6th level.
Did we just make a sub joke
I don't know. Do that mistake.
too soon? Not too
Yeah,
soon.
Too
dude,
soon.
what the
Implosion?
fuck?
That's cool. Whatever.
What the actual
Different
fuck, my guy?
choices.
6,
Holy
7,
shit.
8, so that's gonna be 8 d4. Hook and boop plus 8. Boop. Let's hope for big numbers.
Come on, baby. That'll do
That
it.
ain't bad.
That'll do it. Between all the crits on your snakes and everything he's taken, that's enough. So they're a lot slower moving than you're used to underwater as you unleash the magic missiles from all sides.
They look like little
Magic
torpedoes.
torpedoes. Yep.
Yeah.
You see a little tube of like water or like just like a little trail of air behind him as
Little
they
fan
zip through.
back of them.
Yeah. And you see the Merrow just getting hit
Trails of
piece
bubbles.
by piece as chunks are just blowing off under the water. These tiny micro explosions just blowing chunks off. And the Merrow is turned to pieces and is left just like pieces now are scattered and left floating in the ocean in a cloud of just black brackish looking blood. Damn.
And immediately Gregory, the little guy, does his normal little thumbs up. You never see his face. You just see like the big scuba, like it's like a fish helmet over his head. It's always looking behind, and he just little thumbs up, goes right up, and then he goes right back into the box, and then Gregory just.
Yeah, you are drowning currently. So not
Starts-
only, yeah.
And with the snake's turn, I'd like them to just kind of start swimming up, and Gregory will just kind of go along with them.
Are they carrying you, or are they?
Yeah, if you let me do like maybe a grapple without damage, maybe or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean I'll let your snakes carry you to the surface.
Oh, thank you.
It's slow moving, but you'll get there eventually. What's their swim speed?
30 feet.
Okay, so you're about 20 feet below them at about half speed while they're moving with you.
We're
So
just before the
you're
top.
just below the surface. You're gonna have one round of drowning after this. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's not great. Because you're out of air. You're in trouble. So as the end of your turn comes, the last bit of air trying to get that last few feet to reach it, you feel unconsciousness take you. As your lungs have been filled with water. When you turned back from the shark, you didn't have any air in your lungs. You are effectively unconscious, and you have 0 hit points. You're just floating lifelessly about 5 feet below the surface of the ocean. Drenched to the bone, water sogged all of your belongings. Snake still holding you and pulling you up.
Now that's
however,
a concentration spell.
However, as you reach that last 5 feet, the snake's and the last thing you see as your vision begins to fade to black is the surface of the ocean, just merely 5 feet out of your grasp, and you fall unconscious. Stanny, your turn. What are you up to? What do you want to do?
Well, I have no idea this is going on. So
No clue whatsoever.
I just want to get rid of this dude who pulled me into the water. I'm fucking pissed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna swing my axe at him.
At disadvantage because you're swinging in water.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have any experience attacking from
15.
melee in water while wearing armor. That is
And a net one.
okay. So the 15
Let's
does
do
hit.
the 15 first.
Probably not going to be enough to kill him, but you can try.
No, that's fine. So here's this damage. Here's this damage. And I'm putting a second level smite.
Okay.
Geez.
You watch him just get rocked. He's still up. He's still
34.
surviving, but as you carve down into him with the axe, basically holding it at the midpoint, just striking it into his face as best you can, you see the flash of holy light, and he's like erupts. You see part of his face is missing, an eye has been carved out. He is still alive, and he just leans forward and says something in a language you don't understand. It sounds like just snarling, and his fins kind of flapping in the wind as he's kind of just spitting seawater into your face. Will that be it for your turn?
Can I use my movement to try and stay above water?
No, he still has you grappled. You're hovering, but you're
Okay.
going to start sinking. You're wearing heavy armor
Yeah, no, I
and in the
figured.
ocean. In fact, on your turn, roll me an athletics check. No advantage or anything, just straight roll.
19.
Wait, did we miss a redeem from somebody? I don't think we missed a redeem. Caleb, if we missed a redeem, let me know. I'm sorry. A lot going on. So
I've got
19.
one left.
You do manage to stay above water at this point, but your checks are going to start to be at disadvantages. There's someone pulling you down currently. Your heavy armor is weighing you down. All of your weapons, all of your gear. You are going to start struggling. Next up is his turn. He's going to have you grappled, and he's just going to use his movement to try and pull you deeper underwater now. He's going to pull you beneath the surface. He already has you grappled, so he's not even contested. You move half of his movement down below the sea. You're 20 feet under the surface of the water. You feel the water just like beginning to seep into your nose, that salty ocean water stinging your eyes as you're struggling to regain the surface. And like doesn't look like he's having a lot of struggle pulling you under with all that heavy armor and shit on.
Nope, as he shouldn't.
So
my armor was 55 pounds.
As all this is happening, and you're slowly sinking below the surface, being pulled down by this fish-like merman creature, we are going to take a break because we're 2 hours in. And I desperately need to hit the bathroom. So
Oh
we're
my
gonna
god,
remedy.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, 2 hours. 2 hours that fight lasted. It's still going. You are currently underwater. He is going to take a round of attacks against you when we get back, but I literally can't hold it anymore. So we'll be back in 10 minutes, folks. Please do not go anywhere. Kelly, if I missed redeem from you or something, please let me know. There's a lot going on. I had a lot to deal with. I might have missed a few things. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, y'all. Please do not go anywhere. We'll see you in just a few. Dude, we are back. What's up, everybody?
Venus.
We are... God damn.
He
Bringing
wasn't
the
here,
House
so I
Corp
had
energy.
to, yeah.
Oh, totally fair. Totally fair. In honor of House Corp today. So, we pick up where we left off with this individual having just swam Stanislav about 20 feet below the surface of the ocean. Next up, Mantuka, you see this happen. Like, as you get your attacks in, you see Stanislav and this creature disappear into the cloud of blood that is just kind of... You saw Stanislav give him, like, one last desperate hit and hoping he can get out, and he just didn't finish him off, and the creature is now gone
I just
beyond
had my
where
turn.
you can
Isn't
see.
it his turn? The creature's turn?
No, the creature just pulled you. That was his whole turn. Oh, he didn't attack you. I said I was going to do that this round. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
I appreciate you so much.
He used his harpoon.
Mr. Bobble, do we have a task today?
Yeah,
Used
no,
his
he pulled you
harpoon attack,
over.
didn't he?
No, because he pulled you over. He's already in. That was last turn. Now he gets.
But
to
yeah,
pull
no,
round
it
of
was
attacks against you.
just my turn, so now it's
So he's going to make a... he had still got you on the harpoon. He's pulling you down. He's going to make a bite attack against you. 12, it's not going to hit. And then since he still has you on the harpoon, he's just going to claw attack with his free hand. No. Fuck off. And he's just going to keep trying to pull you under and drown you at this point is his entire goal.
Another 20 feet under?
No, the 20 feet was his turn originally. We took a break like in the middle of his turn because I just could not pee anymore.
Urination.
Yeah, it was time for a pee break. So his movement was to move you. So you're 20 feet below the surface. You did not take hits. He's just trying to lash out against the armor, which, while is still holding up against attacks, is definitely one of the things that making it easier for him to keep you underwater.
Yep.
That will be his turn. Mantuka, you're up. You saw them disappear into the ocean below.
So I've seen Stanny fall overboard.
Yep, he is now in the water, below the water.
How fast are we moving?
Very slow, like 5-10 feet a turn maximum. Like, the sails have lost all wind at this point. They're just flapping, like, completely uselessly in the air.
So they're not catching it, so they pretty much stand still. They're not really catching
No,
air.
the captain's, like, you can see, well, he's still obscured in the fog. You see him trying to get the boat into the wind so he can get it, but he just doesn't have a good angle on the sails. The way the wind is
Okay,
blowing right now, he'd have
I'm
to turn
going-
all the way around.
I'm gonna grab my rope
Mhm.
and run to the side of the boat that Stanny fell off,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna just tie it off to the rope and toss in the water in hopes that if he can get up there, he can grab it.
Okay.
I don't fucking know.
Toss and rope.
R.I.P.
Go ahead,
bitch.
roll me just a straight up dexterity check, please. Just for throw. You can call it a range attack if you want to.
Oh fuck! Hold on, I got that D6.
The
I might
rope
as well
is in the
fucking
water.
add That to this. Hold on.
That rope is
I'm
in
trying,
the water.
Stanny, you fucking idiot. 4. There we go.
11. That
Boom.
rope is in the water, just a little more than it was a few seconds ago.
Sweet.
It's just starting to coil out as the ship is slowly beginning to move. Silvos is trying to get the ship into a place where it can catch the wind, but the sails are just angled so poorly right now, it's almost hindering you. That will, however...
Bonus
anything else you want to
action,
do?
take a swig of wine from my skin and say R.I.P. Stan.
Okay, pour one out for the homie into the ocean. It just kind of mixes with the blackish blood that's just kind of
I
begun
don't
to
even
float
know
in there.
fucking Allison Gregory's in the water.
You have no idea.
Are you
Gregory.
drinking it for healing?
Gregory. No, you can only do that once per day.
I only do it once.
Yeah.
You're being greedy.
It's like a 1 free health potion a day, basically. Gregory, give me a death save.
Okay. It's just a D20, right?
Hmm.
Just do that. Look. Sorry, my thing is deciding to do things. There we go. Hup.
Okay. You
Hey!
can mark down 1 success on your sheet as you are just kind of all just below the surface at this point. Roll me. We're gonna do an evens or odds. You pick evens
Okay.
or odds. If you pick right, you're gonna float to the surface. If you pick wrong, you're gonna sink 5 feet.
Okay. Even.
Okay, roll me a d20.
Oh, fuck you, dice.
Begin to sink as another 5 feet as you're already like completely soaked head to toe. There's nothing making you float at this point. You are a waterlogged body in the ocean, still fully clothed, carrying a toy box. Just now at this point probably gonna fall. I guess it's
Noodle.
attached to you and everything. It's on a belt. Yeah, so you're both you and Stanny are being weighed down pretty substantially here. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Stanny, what do you do? 20 feet below the surface.
Okay.
I'm dying.
Roll me a perception check, please.
21.
Okay. It's a little clearer down here under the ocean. The sky now has begun to clear. The fog has cleared out behind you. The captain's conjure storm is far enough behind you can start to see some sunlight. And just barely, you see an unconscious Gregory, motionless, floating about 10 feet below the surface of the water. Unmoving. As you have this Merrow just in your face trying to pull you beneath the water.
Okay.
Your turn. What are you doing?
This guy needs to die, so I'm gonna attack him at disadvantage.
Mhm.
16.
Hits.
We're putting another second level smite into this. Do that. There's that. And there's...
Go ahead. Describe your kill for me, please. How does this kill look 20 feet below the surface of the water as you murder this man with a great axe? Which, by the way, is also weighing you down substantially.
There's nothing particularly graceful about this, so basically, I can't swing it with any sort of momentum, so I'm gonna instead wrap around him with the shaft of the axe,
Ew.
pull him back, and just
Try to break his back on it?
wrap it around his neck and pull backwards on his neck.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good. Easily done.
Crush his spine and windpipe.
Yeah, you do.
Hell yeah.
You feel that crack as you pull the axe closer to your torso. Its body kind of pushed up against you. You let it go, and it just begins to sink. Before you do anything else, I need you to roll me an athletics check at disadvantage. Not even a straight roll. Disadvantage.
18.
You hold your position in the water 20 feet
Okay.
below. You're trying to swim up, but you're not moving. The checks are getting incrementally harder each time you do this.
Okay,
Oops.
so I can't move at all? I can't use my movement at all to move?
You probably... It's risky. That's the issue. You're essentially struggling against wearing several pounds of armor, weapons, everything on you. So I'd say you're half movement at best. And actually, there's rules for heavy armor movement underwater. You cannot swim while wearing heavy armor, giving you an effective speed of 0. Oof.
Well, I've got a decision to make then.
You do.
Mhm.
Oh, wait, you start the round underwater. You can swim 15 feet towards the surface, but you already failed your save, so you know you can't.
An 18 is a fail?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm letting you hold steady because that was your last high roll, like the DC 25, my dude.
Okay,
It's not great.
can I put my axe and
You're right.
shield on my back?
Sure, still gonna weigh you down.
No, I know. I want both my hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I had assumed at this point that's basically what you were trying to do. Or drop them. Like, you're at the point where you could probably start dropping some gear. And
Okay. Fuck it. I'm gonna drop the shield.
Yeah.
Shield's gone. I need
Time's
to keep the axe.
ticking,
So I can't
Chris!
drop,
Time's
can't drop the axe.
ticking!
Oh my god!
What are you gonna do, dude?
Shield.
You're running low on time. You got like another 30 seconds, and we're moving on to the
You
next
told me.
turn.
You told me I can't move, right?
No, you can move. You failed your save, so you can't swim. Yeah, you're
Take
sinking.
shit
Yeah.
off.
Well, then that's it.
Dropping your shield. Okay, cool.
It
Dropping
takes
that
5
shield.
minutes to take heavy armor off. There's
Yeah.
no drop.
Oh, you're done. Yeah. No, that's.
And in the water too, with all the blood and all the.
Well, I need to make the save or the check in order to be able to swim up. So.
Yeah. No. Actually, a failed check means you sink another 20 feet because you got an 18. I'm letting you have that one, and you're just steady. You
Okay.
can see Gregory
Okay.
at this point, but you're gonna start sinking pretty fast at this point.
Okay.
Do you have any distance heals?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
That don't
Maybe.
involve-
I don't know.
It doesn't
We'll see.
involve you
I don't know.
talking.
That's me.
This guy's dead, so his turn doesn't matter anymore. Mantuka, no one surfaces. There's just a rope in the water right now.
What about
Just
Goldtooth and Upper
nothing.
Dude?
Gonna yell, man.
Oh yeah,
overboard to the
Goldtooth.
captain?
Goldtooth. Didn't. I guess he didn't see you go over. He was in the fog at that point.
No, but they're
he
up
sees
now.
Mantuka struggling. He's up and he's gonna run over. He's gonna look over. We got a man overboard. Oh, and that's not his voice. Got a man overboard, Captain. And you hear the captain from in the fog. All right, we'll do what we can. And he starts again, like he's just trying to keep. Yeah, at this point he was trying to get the ship moving. At this point he just kind of like drops it. Yeah. He's actually. Yeah, look and see that Gregory is no longer behind him where he last noticed. He's gonna run over and he's gonna hit the anchor and just start lowering the anchor as fast as he can. Knock off all the stops, and the anchor's gonna start hard sinking. It's gonna take a couple turns to get down, but the boat is just kind of drifting.
Danny.
Where's the anchor?
On the back,
You don't know,
right?
get
See
the-
where you are? It's right.
Yeah.
It would be right there. But you, at this point, would be back about that far because the boat is actively
Yay!
moving now.
I was like, so.
Don't.
You're out
I'd be
of
back now
boats.
further too, right?
You
Where I
at
am
the
now.
no, because he was swimming you down at an angle, so you were still where you are. I'll
Oh,
move
okay,
you when
cool.
you next turn you start moving against it. This is the first turn you're not being held in place.
The
Man-
anchor casts gravity at level 9.
Yeah, donk. Mantuka, you're up.
Yeah, I just yelled man overboard. I can't see anything bad, so I'm just going to actively look for people, good or bad, that submerge.
Roll me a perception check.
surface?
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
I'm gonna perceive the fuck out of that, DM. Hold on.
It's pretty
Probably
clear.
not. Let's be honest.
It's pretty clear blue oceans.
Nat 20. I know they
There
don't
we
count.
go.
for-
Okay.
but-
So at this point, about 20-25 feet below the surface, in the clear blue seas of Sorrow Bay and the nice sunny sky now, you see just barely visible the figure of Stanislav just desperately trying to swim and not moving. Just stuck where he is. If anything, he's starting to descend a little bit more.
Oh, let's. Sure. I'm gonna jump into the water.
Oh,
Okay.
You're not wearing
Yeah.
armor.
character development.
He has hooves made of iron as a character trait.
I have thick calves.
He's a giant minotaur with armor
I'm
for
a
hooves.
cyclist.
Take a piece of wood with you or something when you go.
Yeah, so you're jumping in. All right. You can move half your movement swimming, and it's about it's 5 feet to jump off the boat. So in total, you get about halfway down to him, about 10-15 feet below the surface.
Okay.
All right.
I go as far as you look.
Yep.
I hold my breath before jumping in. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, I figured.
All right.
It just you blow out all your air before you jump in the ocean. Okay, that'll be
I
it for you.
drink water before jumping in.
As you jump in now, with that natural 20 perception check, you see Gregory now just floating behind the boat, about 10 feet below the surface, slowly sinking and making his way.
I like
in the
frantically
distance.
point towards him as I see you jump in.
Can I break the water and then try to veer?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah. So you're about 10 feet below the surface, about that that direction. So you're not going for Stanny?
No, I'm veering.
Veering for Gregory. Okay, you get about that far, and Gregory's
baby
about to... You're
Gregory.
about level with Gregory now, and he's just sinking, and you're kind of swimming towards him. That's all you can do this turn.
Okay.
Gregory,
That's me.
roll your second death save, please.
I'm so good at mouth to mouth.
Make one failure on your sheet, please.
Oof.
Stanislav.
Mhm.
Roll me an athletics check.
Extra tongue.
Okay.
Just straight roll now, because you
Um,
dropped the shield.
Can
No
I
advantage.
use my action to move and gain any sort of advantage on this?
Nope. This is to see if you are able to
Straight
move at
athletics?
all. Yep.
15.
Not enough. You, as you're trying to do this, sink another
guidance
20
it.
feet.
Can
Nope.
I?
It's a DC 25. Guidance ain't gonna
Oh,
cut it.
fuck me. Okay.
In heavy armor. The heavy armor is fucking
Okay.
you right now. You sink another 20
Um,
feet. Mantuka, as you veer, you
okay.
see Stanislav pointing to Gregory, but sinking himself another 20 feet below you. You have no movement speed. You have nothing.
In that case, this is looking rough. I'm gonna take my axe and start cutting at the leather straps of my armor.
Oh,
You can try.
Best as
Go ahead.
best I can. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have 5 minutes to take armor off. I'll be dead before then.
The chainmail suit. What leather straps are holding a chainmail suit on? You put it
What
over your
holds-
head like a shirt.
Oh. Oh yeah.
It's chainmail. I'm gonna say you can try. Like it's latched up at the sides, and that's how you tighten and adjust it. You can maybe try to loosen it. It's gonna take you a couple turns, but you can try. What's your
Yeah, that's fine.
holding
My
breath
con is
situation?
+2, so I can hold it for 2 minutes, and I've been. This is now 3 rounds underwater, so I have time.
Have you cast
Um,
anything?
I have Aura of Vitality, but I haven't cast anything underwater. No.
Okay, sounds good. You
Yep.
sink another 20 feet. Go ahead and roll me a dex check at disadvantage, as you're just underwater trying to use a fucking great axe, battle axe, to cut some leather straps. While you're wearing your pack, all your gear. This is not an easy situation to get out of, dude. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, this is rough. Dex check at
Got this.
disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Stan, he's our man.
You manage to get the axe, hold it against one strap, and you get one. But there are several, and you're not moving fast enough. You can keep trying, and you've started figuring out what to do now. But there's 3 straps on either side holding you in at this point.
Yeah. It's fine. I've given up trying to swim, so I'm just gonna stay very still to conserve my energy aside from what I'm doing here.
Smart.
So
All
I'm
right.
just I'm gonna accept the sinking.
Okay,
at
so
this
that
point.
will I'll say no longer at disadvantage then, if you're just willing to accept 20 feet of sinking per
Yep.
turn. Totally fair.
Oh.
I will allow that. Shit. Mantuka.
No point in wasting air on struggling against something I'm not.
Totally fair. This is kind of fucking dark. Mantuka, you're up. You see Gregory just lifeless. The last little bit of air has just bubbled out of his lungs towards the surface.
Okay, I would like to swim to him and kind of cradle him.
Yeah, what's your
and then
movement?
Adolescent.
Oh.
Hold up. What's your total movement?
My total is 40.
Okay, so 20 when you're swimming.
Yep.
You're at half
So I
speed.
don't know how far is he from me?
You can get there. You'll be about 10 feet away, give or take. Next turn, he'll move a little more too. So it's not in your grasp yet, but you can get close if you use all of your movement.
Okay. So I will do that.
I'm not taking the iron hooves into account yet. Then once you start getting
Um,
tired for a few rounds, we'll consider it.
Can I hold action that when he gets close to me, I'm going to kind of pull him in to me? If he gets within my pull range of using my halberd potentially to clumsily corral him like a cabana boy towards myself.
Sure, we can say you do that next turn because you used your
We
dash
call it
action
cabana
this
boy
turn.
thrust.
Or Commander Boy threats. He's going to be out of your reach next turn, but you're going to have to basically continuously move. And you had to use your dash action to get here, so you have no action to hold right now.
Yep, no worries.
The next turn, you'll be able to deal with that. Gregory, roll me a death
Hi.
save, please, as you,
Okey-dokey.
not even saving, begin sinking again.
No. Okay. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Go!
Qu'est-ce que c'est? What does that mean underwater? God?
I mean,
Hello, God? Hi, God.
You're not gonna stabilize. You're still sinking.
I kind of thought so.
See, there's no real like.
Don't you just keep rolling when you're
If
underwater
you're still under,
until
you
you
must
get
start make
3
deck
failed
save.
saves?
Okay, so yeah, it's just gonna reset at this point. Like your death save
Okay.
reset
That's
every
fine.
time.
That's a good
Just
thing.
not
still.
normally
That's
how
great.
I do it, because normally like your death saves are cumulative for long rests, but this is a special situation.
I like that. I like that.
It's really all we got.
So my
goddamn.
failures are the whole thing resets.
Yeah.
Whole thing.
Just your successes, because you already have the death save. You already failed. You know what? Fuck it. All of them reset.
Okay. I was like, that doesn't sound like a
It's
good thing.
no,
That
all
sounds
of
like a
them will
bad
make
thing.
all of them reset. It's just like hard for me to get around the homebrew rule that we have, where they don't reset unless you long rest. But we'll allow it this time.
Nat 20 during dying or drowning. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you are now drowning again, but you for a brief moment you manage to open your eyes and you see Mantuka swimming towards you, and then pass back into unconsciousness. I'll say make me an athletics check in that brief moment of consciousness, of stability, to try to stop yourself from sinking 20 feet.
Okay.
You're dead weight in the ocean right now,
Do I flail or do I just move my head?
basically.
I probably don't move my head or flail, do I?
No. Mantuka, he's like in your reach. You're about to start reaching out and you see Gregory just sink another 20 feet down. Granted, if you swim at 20 feet down to get him, he'll be within your pole reach next turn still. But he is now about 35 feet below the surface of the ocean.
You're not even trying!
You're starting to struggle. Start of the round, Stanny, it's your turn.
Okay, yeah, I'm
You
just
sink
gonna continue with what I'm doing.
Another 20 feet while you're trying to cut the next one. Dex check, straight roll.
I'm 60 feet down now.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have anything on me? Not even close. To do.
Also, if you guidance yourself, you will be drowning because casting underwater.
Yeah, I figured that
Verbal
would
component.
take.
If it has a
all-
verbal component. If it
Figured it would
doesn't,
take
you're
all
fine.
of my area. No,
You're
it's
your
the
own
it cantrip that does.
submersible.
So that's not good.
Okay,
Hashtag
you
ocean
can't, like, you're trying, and just the battle axe itself is too big to get this leather strap, and you just continue sinking as you're doing so. You're struggling with it, and 8's just not enough. Not a super high DC. The 12 did it, but it's not working for you this round. And you sink
Okay.
another 20 feet.
Round 4.
The boat at the end of this round now comes to like a screeching halt, like it's kind of like just like you hear the sound of the chain of the anchor just dragging against the wood, making this horrendous screeching sound as the boat lulls to a stop, very awkwardly. No one's on board except for the captain and the crew. We're just gonna roll a crew check just for funsies. Okay. You guys aren't around to hear this, but you hear loud thumps coming from the boat above as it lurches to a stop. You gather a lot of stuff probably shifted in that maneuver, but it wasn't moving fast enough to do any real damage or anything, and the boat has come to a stop above you guys. Mantuka, you're up. Gregory is now about 25 feet away from you.
I'm gonna keep angrily thrusting forward to get within Cabana Boy pool scooping method of Baby or Adolescent Gregory.
Okay, so you reach out, roll me. Okay. Saying an attack roll. This is not an attack roll. It's just like you're very proficient with the halberd, so just roll me an attack.
Okay.
Roll me an attack at disadvantage because you're underwater trying to maneuver with a
Okay.
10-foot halberd.
Disadvantage. I'm gonna do it recklessly then, so we can
So
make it
cancel.
flat.
You're recklessly trying to pull Gregory
I'm
back.
recklessly trying to Cabana Boy Adolescent Gregory.
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
It makes sense.
25 will do it. I'll allow it. Fuck it. You reach out and with the kind of the
Attaboy.
back end, the more hooky side, you like reach it under his torso
Yeah.
and start pulling him towards you. You do now have Gregory, but you're about 40 feet, 35, 40 feet underwater now carrying someone. So you're going to be moving at half of your speed.
There's only one thing that Mantuka would know to do right now in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna cradle baby Gregory. He's gonna
Gregory!
Gregory?
he's gonna bring his like
Oh no.
fucking muzzle or whatever real close to baby Gregory, and he's gonna force in a little bit of half of his air into baby Gregory's lungs.
You're giving
Kiss
Gregory
of life!
the smooch of life right now?
The
Oh,
art. I need to draw
can
this.
Feel
I'm
the
gonna be honest.
tonight.
I'm not
He's
sure.
trying to propel himself
I'm not
forward.
sure as a DM. I mean, you used all your movement getting down here, so you're now like
Okay,
very sound
I'm
of water
just
or
waiting.
whatever, like in an
I'm
embrace
just
with
trying to
Gregory,
instill
giving him a
life in him
smooch.
because
Roll
he
me.
knows about hypothermia and CPR. That's it.
Roll
That's all
me.
the first aid he knows.
Roll me a medicine check.
I
Just,
don't feel like this.
it's probably not gonna be
Plus
good,
one.
but you're trying to breathe air into someone's lungs. I gotta give you.
12. It's not horrible.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you this way. You don't lose any of your air doing this. You lose a little,
Alright.
but you are not actively drowning. But you see no effect on Gregory whatsoever. Because as soon as your your cow lips, your bull lips leave Gregory's, you just see what little air you managed to blow in just kind of trickle out. He is still drowning.
It was
Mhm.
emotionally.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. It was a good try.
you
12
ruined
just
my moment.
a 12 just isn't good enough. I'm sorry. So you look as you kind of like
Trying to
give
slip him some tongue.
give not baby
Okay,
Gregory,
I
adolescent Gregory, the smooch of life, and you hold him away, hoping that it works. And you look in and you see the little bubble just trickle out the side of his mouth, and you just shake him under the water, like try to will him back to life. Nothing's happening. Gregory, it's your turn now, I think.
Burp, burp,
This is a
burp.
really sad situation. Stanny's over here fucking drowning, dude.
I'm fine.
Actively drowning. I'm passively drowning.
At 100 feet,
I'm
the
consensually-
pressure of
okay.
the ocean
consensually
is going
drowning.
to start coming into play, and you're gonna sink faster.
That does, it
No,
doesn't
I
work
know.
like that.
But like, you're literally at this point, you're going to start being crushed under water pressure. Like, it's not great. Gregory, okay, 16. You have one success. Starting back over at 1. You're just like lifelessly floating in Mantuka's arms now, about 30 feet under the surface
Covered
of the
in
ocean.
cow spittle.
It's gonna be hard for you to swim a body back to the surface, but we're gonna figure that out. Stanny, you're up, top of the round.
Do I feel like if I were to drop everything else I have, like my backpack and everything, or my satchel and stuff that's on me, would I be able to swim?
You're still making checks against it because it's the armor that's weighing you down. The axe is only a few pounds. Everything, it's not helping the situation, but it is the heavy armor that is getting you. You
Okay.
deciding to wear armor for this fight is kind of not working in your favor.
Okay, so I have a thing that I'm gonna try. For my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Branding Smite because it is only visual, because it's a racial thing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just slowly attack one of the fucking clasps. And hopefully hit it.
Okay.
Roll me a ranged attack at disadvantage, or not a ranged attack, a melee attack at disadvantage.
Is it still disadvantage because I'm not struggling?
You're swinging a great axe underwater.
yeah.
Everything will be disadvantaged. There's no way
And I
around
have
it.
to hit. Do I have to hit my AC?
No, you have to hit the AC of a leather strap.
Okay. So
20 will do it.
don't know
You
why that
manage
was
to,
funny to me.
with the axe, and basically in like an upward kind of jab, you jab it in. You feel it drag against your armor, but you manage to clip off one of the straps. And in doing so, I think another 20 feet.
Mhm.
80 feet below the surface of the ocean right now.
Do I feel like I'm close to being able to wiggle out? Maybe with a strength check or something?
Yeah, dude. Like, again, you're wearing a full suit of chainmail under the water. I tried trying to be as fair as I possibly can be with this. You at least need to get the third one off to start doing that. Like, you are
Yeah,
still
totally fair.
tight. It's battle armor. It's worn tight enough that, like, it is snug. But one more and you'll be able to try. I'm sorry. That's the best I can do for you.
Now, 8 feet
okay.
underwater.
Yeah, at this point, Silvos is going to jump into the water.
Come
using
on,
his movement to
Silvos.
do it, and he's going to start swimming towards you, Stanislav. He's
Silvos saves
most
the
of his
day.
movement to do it.
I am saving your day. Shut your mouth.
Silvos is going to help save all of Arctic.
You're nappy. Shut your mouth.
Blech.
He is going to. I think.
I gave you sacred breath of life.
I taste cow.
I imprinted on you. You're
I
my
smell
move.
like beef.
Okay. Sweet. Silvo's about to save your ass. No, what? No, it's control water. So you see Silvo's jump into the water, and he has his trident kind of leading him as he does. You see a kind of this blue glow start to emanate at the end of it, and as you do, you feel a rush of water behind you just begin pushing you up. You raise another 20 feet into
Oh,
the
thank
air
God.
as he raises the water level behind you, and like literally just uses a current of water to push you up 20 feet. You are still struggling,
Lord.
and it's going to be a bit of a struggle. But at least there's hope. That is his action and everything to do, but he's you can see him concentrating on it. The glow is remaining, and it looks like he's going to try to get you out of the water that way. Next
I'll
up,
look at him and give him a nod.
Mantuka.
I would like to get whatever movement you'll allow me with the
Half
baby.
movement,
I mean,
half
Adolescent
movement.
Gregory.
Yeah, half movement because you're underwater, and half movement
So
because
I
you're
w- I-
carrying
I would
someone.
like
You have 10 feet.
Dash.
20
so
feet.
I'm gonna dash 10 feet up with
Yep.
Gregory.
With the dash, you can move 20 feet total. It's 10 because you
Gre-
can move
Gregory,
20.
Do you have long hair?
It's not. It's
Kind of
no.
messy.
It's like medium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, medium. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a fucking hunk of it. I'm like, fuck off.
Still a struggle, but yeah. So you're about 15 feet below the surface of the ocean after that, moving 20 feet total there. It's
Okay.
better than it was before.
Mm-hmm.
If I get a new party, no one can be mad. I tried.
I heard the
But if
jingle
it's
jangle.
me or you, and it's love
Hey.
of Gregory, it's
Cat
me,
appearance.
motherfucker.
We got a cat appearance. How you doing? Mwah.
Get
Oh, what a baby.
Chowder.
The white belly.
We love chowder. So, yeah, you move 50 feet up.
Chowder.
You are not. Next turn, you're going to be making athletic checks to see if you can hold yourself up while you're carrying Gregory, because, like, that's an extra 100 pounds of carry weight. But, you're fine for now. You got 15 feet left to go. Next up, we have Gregory. Roll me a death save. You here for the death saves? Where is he? Chowder's going to bless the death save.
Chowder's luck.
Luck of the chowder.
Not one.
Did it go or no?
It did not
It didn't
go.
go, did it?
It did not go.
Okay. Click harder. Huh!
Now they're all going to come at once.
No, for the love of God.
You take one fail. Damn. Okay. Yep. It's
Dead
Danny.
weight.
Back to you.
Okay. Now that I see Silvo's helping me,
Mhm. Yeah, he seems very intent on continuing to help you.
What to do? I think I'm gonna try and get the third class buff. I'm a bit too far underwater at this point. But I'm not. I'm just gonna try and cut it again.
Okay, go ahead. Roll your attack at disadvantage.
Isn't it a dex check?
No, because you're not. Are you trying to attack it like you did last time, or just
No.
cut it? Okay, so dex
I'm
check.
trying to cut it. Yeah.
Straight dex check.
20.
Yep, you managed to get that one off.
Okay. Neat. yeah, that's about all we can do
Okay.
for now.
Do you try? Roll me. I'll tell you what. Roll me an athletics check to try to stop yourself from sinking again. This
Okay.
time.
To not reverse the 20 feet.
Yeah, basically, like he's looking at you like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Yeah.
There's the 24.
Still don't make it. Take another 20 feet. He just shakes his head at you, and on his turn, raises you up another 20 feet. You can start to like run out of it. Like you're literally being moved around by water currents now. It's starting to look pretty shitty here, dude.
This is turn 6 underwater. Thankfully, I have 20 turns.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do
Big
some
lungs.
home brewing on the breath underwater rules because that's fucking ludicrous to me.
2 minutes underwater is not unreasonable. It's a long time, but it's not
For people who
unreasonable.
practice holding their breath underwater for long periods of time. Yeah,
He's got cardiovascular.
he's got that
He goes on
cardio.
runs.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
No, I do
Either
agree
way.
with you that like
I'll
if
look it.
plus
Yeah,
5 con gives you 5 minutes underwater. That's unrealistic.
that's yeah. He's got to fucking train for that
Buddhist.
shit. You guys have
That's the
no
Dalai
other turn.
Lama.
Anyway, that is your turn. He's gonna move you up another 20 feet. Continue swimming towards you, and now he's
So it's
at your range because he has swim speed, and he's gonna grab
I'm
you
at
and
40.
together start like getting ready to pull you up next turn. Mantuka,
Okay.
go ahead, roll me an athletics check.
Okay.
At advantage
drop the
because
baby.
you're still rage. No, you didn't take damage in the last few turns. Your rage is done.
Yeah, I would be unragified
But
right
just
now.
straight athletics check. Then hey, chow.
It automatically does 2 for me, so it would have been the 3 plus.
So an 11.
Yeah.
Fortunately, that's not enough. You feel yourself begin to sink with Gregory in your grasp. See, it's just too much weight for you to carry up there right now with your halberd on your persons and all your weapons, or even just your halberd. It's a lot. You're not sinking. You rolled high enough to maintain your balance, but you are like hovering. You cannot get that last 15 feet. It's not an easy check.
If
No.
it's between the halberd or you, it's gonna be you, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not a 25, but it's a 15, and 11's not gonna cut
Yeah,
it.
no worries, brother. You do you, honey boo boo. I'm just
I'm
a fucking
so-
player in your arena.
I'm so sorry.
Still gets me every time.
Gregory, go ahead, roll me a death save.
Okie dokie.
Thank fuck for
Like,
that reset.
I'll just let him go and I'll fucking keep
Mhm.
going. I'll be
Nice.
good. Like, I don't care.
Huh.
Okay,
Ugh.
you have 2 success. Yeah, the reset's saving your ass right now. I hate that mechanic. It should be like an instant death rule for drowning, I'll be honest. Because after a certain point, you ain't coming back. Like, it's just not happening. It's fine. Stanny,
I
you're up.
was just a shark. Maybe there's like a little bit of a gill left, you know?
Just a little. You got some lingering gills.
Yep.
We're just drowning
Okay,
my
so
party
I'm
for an hour
40 feet
tonight.
below the
Showed up.
surface now. Is that rope down here now?
No, it's just kind of floating on the surface. It's
It didn't
not.
sink.
It's
Okay.
a
No.
50, it's
Um,
a 50-foot rope, so
Yeah,
it's
it's not all that long. But
Okay,
Sylvos
so
is now
with-
actively helping you. You are no
yeah,
longer
with his
sinking.
help, I'm gonna try and swim up.
Yeah, you don't need to roll at this point. You can move
Okay.
half of your movement speed up. He is aiding you in this endeavor, and there is a jet of water pushing you 20 feet per turn towards the surface. So by this point, you
So I'm
basically...
35 feet up.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I'm 5 feet below the surface. now.
Yeah, so you see that you finally begin to see the sun like begin shining through. You got that kind of glassy part under the waves, and you just reaching out. You feel your fingers touch air again.
Can I try and push real hard to break the surface this turn?
that's
Smart
very-
ask.
that's as good as you're getting. Mantuka, it's your turn. Roll me an athletics check. If you want to rage, you can try it at advantage. Up to you.
I'm gonna rage and
Get out of the
try.
water, you little fucker!
Yeah, basically, like, are you so enraged by Gregory's drowning attempts?
You drowning little bitch.
15.
Get out.
That just hits it, I think.
Yep, no, you're good. So you can swim. You can swim your movement speed this turn. If you use your dash action, you can break the surface. So you pull Gregory up, and he is now just at the surface floating. He's still making death saves, but he is not actively drowning anymore. And you're just at the surface of the ocean there. The boat's probably about 10 feet away from you, and it's just anchored now in the middle of the ocean. You see the bodies and little chunks that were left of these creatures kind of floating and beginning to sink as the water gets into them. You see some like local fish life beginning to approach the area, including some smaller sharks, possibly some big ones. Might want to get out of the water sooner or later here. Next up, Gregory, go ahead and make me a death save, please.
Okie dokie.
If you fucking die after I do all
Okey-doke.
that.
Add another
Yes.
success to your sheet.
And that
Should be
means I'm good.
Okey-dokey.
Okay, you're stabilized.
Oh,
As Gregory breaks the surface, Mantuka, you just like hear him gasp one desperate gasp for breath. And then just drift once again back into unconsciousness and just drifts away. He's out, but he's alive and at the surface of the ocean. At that point, Goldtooth, who is over this point, has made his way over here. He's just gonna throw a rope down into you. Good of you to take a little dip there, eh? Come on, we got work to do.
I hate lightning storms and swimming.
Believe me, after this, probably the same. He just tosses the rope to you and begins pulling you on board as you grab it and everything. You all break the surface of the ocean for the last time, and with some help from the crew, pull yourselves back on to the deck of the current, ragged, waterlogged, and utterly drenched to the bone.
I'm a hero.
A sprint over to Gregory on the deck and see
Oh, well-
that he's unconscious. Oh,
We'll get to that next week, as this is
Oh.
the point where you're ending things, as Gregory's lifeless, but, well, not lifeless, unconscious, but living body is pulled from the depths and dragged onto the shore. You kind of look over as you're pulled up as well, catching your breath. You did just spend a pretty decent chunk of time underwater. Silva's kind of checking to you, looks over and sees Gregory. Perhaps you should go and deal with your friend. And that is as we end the session as you're skipping across the deck of the ship.
That's such good friends. My friends are the greatest.
So that is where we will be calling things for this evening. I want to thank everyone for coming to hang out. There's crazy viewership today. We thank you guys from the very bottom of our hearts. That is awesome. It's always great to have all the homies popping in and hanging out. Yeah. I'm sorry I had to throw the rule book at you guys a lot there. That was a very technically ruled fucking bit, and I'm like,
we made it though.
No, yeah.
Drowning is hard. Yeah, no, that's a dangerous mechanic to watch. We need to figure out someone to
Holding
train.
on me for forgetting to take my armor off.
That was a dangerous choice. You're very lucky.
And me for turning out of a shark underwater.
Yeah. When you asked that, like, have you had your armor on? I had taken all my hits with my armor on, so obviously I had to continue with it on.
No, I noticed that. Let's read out. I don't have anyone really doing any D&D shit right now. 20 sides to every story is just starting the shit. Let's go.
Any hot tub streamers? Let's do a hot tub streamer.
Go to hot tub streamer.
I vote for hot
even
tub
a
time
tempted-
machine streams.
We're gonna go ahead right out on 20 sides. To every
Tempered
story
time
here.
machine tub.
They're off
Anybody
doing.
tempered time machine?
They're getting their stream started. So we will be back next week to deal with the consequences of everything that just occurred. Everyone came pretty close to death during this fight. Maybe Mantuka got away, but Gregory once again a very close brush with the afterlife. So
I'm a glass cannon.
at that point, yes, I already asked him if he said he's down to watch Drag D&D with us. It's 100%. Yeah,
Dungeons and
happy is?
Dragons.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Drag Queens.
No,
Dungeons
that's,
and
I think that's
Drag
actually what the
Queens.
one she wants to watch is called. We're gonna get on that. We're gonna make plans. So anyway, we're gonna go shoot you on overside 20 sides every story. You know the drill. If you haven't already, join the Discord. If you haven't already, follow the YouTube. Go do the stuff. I'm on about Ray's dropping more boat jokes. Oh no, that's just way up and my chatbot didn't scroll. Wow, there's so many boat jokes. You guys handle your shit. Thank you for coming in, T-Cat. I appreciate you so much. I look forward to seeing you around. Y'all know the drill. Go ahead and share those emotes if you got them. If not, just let them know we sent you. Let them know that we have all the love for them over here. I will see you tomorrow for some Skyrim. I have been Rusty. These have been my homies, and you all have been awesome. We will see you tomorrow.
Bye!